Hello. One sec. I forgot to do this before stream. Okay. Alright. Anyway. Hello, and welcome to Hiveswap Act 1. It is a spin-off of Homestuck, set in the same universe. Bark. Also, the soundtrack slaps. Skeletor. Your name is... Sorry, you're gonna need a minute. Okay, you give yourself a minute to freak out because of the monster. The thing with all the legs and teeth. The one you barely got away from. Minute's up though. You take a deep breath, let the uncertainty slip away into the toothy, arm-waggling darkness, and focus on what you know. Your name is Joey Clare. You live just outside the town of Haunt Switch. You are, in no particular order, a puzzle solver, a semi-orphan, a dancer of multiple schools, an aspiring veterinarian, and a big sister. Speaking of that monster, the one that barely missed eating you alive, only you're not thinking about that right now. It might be headed back outside where your little brother is. You've got to warn him. Anyway, so yeah. This is a point-and-click adventure. Mom won this award at around the same age as you for being best at ballet. It's pretty. It's the 11th of November. Today started off just like any other day, with another sunrise and the sound of songbirds going hog wild out there in the trees. But their songs have all but stopped, and now there's something else going hog wild out there. You don't know what it is, but it ain't birds. It sure as heck ain't hogs. These posters, they resonate so powerfully with the very core of your being, the animals, the magic, the power. They whisper to you in your dreams, secrets of a better world on the other side of the stars. Pink koalas. It sure is something. Anyway, yeah, Toby Fox and James Roach did the music, and they did a good job. Unsurprisingly. These posters... Oh, I already read that. Okay, I thought maybe the bottom one would be different. Look. It's easy to make your very own cake, or something like that. You were really excited to get this for your birthday last year, but you ran out of the baking stuff pretty quick. You could use regular sugar and flour or whatever, but it's not like you have those things just sitting around. Who does, honestly? People with moms, you guess? You're all out of baking stuff. You're not too busted up about it, though. You're pretty tough. Along with ballet, you also study tap dancing. You haven't decided what you prefer. Ballet is fun, but tap's also fun, in a different kind of way. You have considered blending the two, wearing one tap shoe and one ballet shoe at the same time, but decided to fully master both and earn the respect of your teachers before unveiling your boundary-shattering ballap style to the world. You have the tap dance abilitech to your technique. Yep, those are the words that refer to those concepts. You learned them literally just now. These will help if there's anything you need to shake up or shake off, or if you're just in the mood to shake it. Yep. Neat. All right. I remember the first time I played this, there was something in the room that I missed and that was required. And I don't remember what it was. So we might get stuck here for a sec. They should be pretty safe on the shelf, which is the point of shelves, you suppose. It is very pretty to look at. I remember the low frame rate on Joey throwing me off. Look. Puppy surprise is having puppies. How many? That's the surprise. Puppy surprise. Puppy surprise. Whenever you look at this thing, the song from that commercial runs through your head like a snake monster on an autumn afternoon. It's a great place to stash your keepsakes, where they stay as safe as a teen hiding in her bedroom from a snake monster. I do agree. I forgot, like, in my head I was like, oh, I remember this game having bad frame rate problems, but I forgot that it looks good. Yeah, even. Pardon my French. Try to remember if Clarissa ever got in any jams like this. You have so much in common. Annoying little brother, computer in your room, second story bedroom. As much as you hate to admit it, Clarissa's life deviates from yours on a number of vertices. Her parents were around. She had a cool friend who was a boy, but not her boyfriend. No monsters in the yard, etc. This is where you keep your clothes. You consider your fashion statement to be fun and comfortable, and try to model yourself on Clarissa. Change. You could try on some new clothes, but what's a style montage without at least one party offering compulsory reaction shots for each outfit? It's going to give you an affirming head nod when you finally nail it. There are important things to consider before you carelessly plunge headlong into a style montage. So true. Your walkie-talkie, half of a set. Your brother has the other one. Could come in handy. Neat. Feels a little light. Uh-oh. Yep, no batteries. You remember cannibalizing the walkie-talkie when something else needed them, but you can't really recall exactly what that something else was. I think I know, but I want to fuck around in the room some more. One day you hope to be a veterinarian, then you can be the one caring for fuzzy-faced baby critters. So when someone catches you in the act of snuggling them all and tells you to take a hike, you can flash your vet badge and say you're here on professional medical business. Then they'll have to take the hike, not you. Nice. Your modem always makes a mighty racket logging you on. Probably not worth riling up any hallway snakes to surf your sites right now. It's not like there's much new to see anyway. You're sure that Jude would have let you know if anyone in your web ring had updated their sites. Oh god, it's a smuppet. This is Sir Bappy Pawswater, your beloved Manthro chap. You tended to his fussy whims and needs when you trouble to imagine what they might be. What a daring dream, to combine the finest qualities of the animal kingdom with the nobility of humanimals. Wait, you mean humanity? Anyway, Sir Bappy Pawswater will have to tend to his own fussy whims and needs for a while. Got a lot of crap on your plate right now. Your babysitter got you this Junior Veterinarian's med kit. It's kind of important to you, so you think you'll leave it here for now. It would really bust you up if something happened to it. Fair enough. I remember who the babysitter is. But we'll get to that when we get to that. We got... oh shit. My Little Pony. Beanbags are making a big comeback lately. It beats sitting on the floor, and that's all you can really ask of a beanbag. So true. Hungry, hungry hippos. A SNES. You love your video game console. You're a computer games enthusiast at heart, but you can't help but enjoy the tactile sensation of the controller in your hand as you fight evil and save animals and etc. Lots of etc. Alright, let's look at some of these posters. Second Mom. Nice. Cool Earthbound reference. They combined Ness and Paula into one character. Bubsy. What could possibly go wrong? That's what Bubsy would say if he were here. He'd never stop saying it. You'd hear it in your head forever, echoing like screams echo across still water. Okay, second mom. This game is only available in Japan, but there's this kid at school who says his uncle works at a games company, and he says he gets to play all sorts of secret games before they even come out here. He runs off at the mouth like he has all this insider information and sources inside the game companies, but honestly, you think he's just desperate for attention. You tend to ignore him and focus on more pleasant things, like the super cool poster, Second Mom Rules. You love Block Hustle, the game of descending columns that disappear as lines are filled, but you could only find a poster of the American box art. Nice. So true, so goddamn true, and I hate it. Ginger Rogers. Gosh, she's really something. The greatest tap dancer ever clattered gracefully across the screen, probably. No, wait, definitely, and still kicking. What is going on? Oh, that's is that like Metroid? He sure is mad. Why is he so mad when he gets to the North America? The bounty hunter's advice for dealing with monsters would probably be to shoot them, or change your shape, or both at once. She's cool, but pretty difficult to emulate. Prodigious collection of titles for your console's hungry cartridge-shaped mouth. All the best ones are here. Well, all the ones you happen to own are here. You can spend all day listing them. There's Bubsy, there's... Mentioning Bubsy made you feel a little queasy, so you think you'll stop there. You might go lie down for a bit, actually. I'm realizing how much of this I didn't click on the first time I played it, back when it came out. Connect 4. I suck at Connect 4. I literally don't think I've ever won at Connect 4. Oh, it's Connect 5. Oh, wait, no, never mind. The goal of this game is to get 4 of your colored circles in a row before your opponent, who's trying to do the same. You can also theoretically connect 5 if you're kind of a showy jerk. That is what a showy jerk would do. Connect 4 is whack. It's kind of like tic-tac-toe, except instead of always tying, it seems like my opponent just always seems to magically win. Hey, it's our dead mom. Since she's been gone, you've seen less and less of Pa over the years. Guess he had greener pastures to move on to, or bluer beauties. So yeah. For those of you that remember your Homestuck, Joey and Jude's dad is Jade's grandpa. He knocked this pretty lady up when he was out on his wacky adventures around the world. That little girl there, she's destined for big things, big hopes, big fears, big worries, big lonelinesses. Now, hold on, pull yourself together. What would your mom say if she knew you were thinking like that? I really wish you knew. We also know that they live in New York because their babysitter. But we'll get to that when we get to that. You usually don't have much to record in here on account of the humdrum life you lead, but you think today will be a different story. Maybe you should take a moment to record a note now, just in case this is your last chance to set down your final words before your tragic demise at the hands of a horrible sticky thing. I like this cover for the diary. It's cute. It's kind of just like a bunch of random ass shapes, but it kind of works. But like that diary in real life would suck because I don't know. Whoever made this was trying to emulate like those covers that have just random shit on them, but they made it look nice, whereas in real life it would have been made by someone who didn't give a shit and it would look like shit. Does that make sense? The story keeps happening. The story keeps happening. Just look at that child empress. She sure looks pretty pleased with herself for someone who's only in the movie for about 5 minutes. She is only in the movie for like 5 minutes. I haven't seen Neverending Story in forever. I forgot about that. Hot Steppin'. You don't really perform the styles of dance that make this movie such a pulse-pounding barn burner of a smash hit, but you'd certainly like to someday. Canadian Campfire Spookums. Is that Is that Are You Afraid of the Dark? Canadian Campfire Spookums is the best. It's about these kids who get together in the woods every week and one of them throws some dust in a fire and then they tell a scary story and that scary story is the episode. Oh, holy shit. That's amazing. You guess you kind of focus more on the framing narrative than you did on the stories, but whatever. It's the best, just like you said. Acorn's Shadow. Wait, is that a reference? Holy shit. Wait. That's a reference to a fanfic that was written based on a thing that was that so in Homestuck, for those who don't know, Dirk Strider like got a copy of a book called Detective Pony or something. I don't remember what it was called. Anyway, and he went in and he would like cross out words and then he would like change it. So instead of like the cat sat on the fence, he would scratch out sat on the fence and put in like shit profusely or something. Like it was, but like we only saw the first couple pages in the actual story, but someone made a fanfic that was like, this is like what it might have looked like if he did the whole thing, and it's actually like really good. I read it all on my ASMR channel way back when, but it's actually like I hadn't read it when this game came out. Yeah, so it's absolutely based. So I didn't realize this was a reference. Acorn Shadow is surprisingly dark for a show about a group of horse friends. It canters down some troubling psychological roads. It sure does. Goddamn. Anyway. Oh shit. Why do you have... Oh my god. What the fuck? I just realized that they all have like different numbers. That one has 5 across. I can't even do regular Rubik's Cube. The fuck? Simon Says. Really get a charge out of this game. It's kind of bossy though. Challenge. All right, that's where you put your walkie-talkie batteries. You'll just take them back out. Okay, one more game for old time's sake first. Jude's probably fine. Let's go. Okay. Yellow, orange, green. Oh, it looks like the green button isn't working. Well, nostalgia satisfied. Might as well scavenge the batteries. Fuck! Hey, it's that one crocodile mouth thingy. Isn't that the game where it like fucking bites you if you press the wrong one? Also, is that like a burger plushie? I would actually like to have a burger plushie. That would be kind of cute, actually. You really like this poster, but you can't really say why. It's pretty, and you like the expression on the ballerina's face. You wonder if this is what it's like when adults go to museums to look at actual art. You hope so. You give it a good hard stare. Yeah, you're appreciating the heck out of this art. It would be difficult, if not impossible, for anyone to appreciate it more. Also, we can see something shiny going on back there. And then, if you didn't notice, there's little bat-like monsters flying around. Anyway. Success! The walkie-talkie works like a charm now. A charm with battery power. You feel pretty pleased with yourself. It would seem you just solved your first puzzle of many at what is sure to be a sweeping adventure full of mysterious brainbusters. Then again, putting batteries in a thing isn't technically solving a puzzle, you suppose. It is just overcoming a minor inconvenience that you created yourself using mundane, widely available modern technology. Alright, let's talk. Oh fuck, I have to give characters voices. There's only like 2 though, so I guess... No, there's... Do we meet? We meet? Okay, I'm not gonna spoil anything since this is a 1-session game. It's only like 3 hours. But I think we only meet 3 characters. No, we meet all 4, right? I think so. It's been a while. Jude, you there? Are you alright? Oh wait, I got their names mixed up, sorry. I always think she's Jude. Because I assume that was on purpose. I don't know. And that, pretty sure it's all 4. Okay. I couldn't remember. Jude, you there? Yes. Been covertly signaling status and requesting yours. Over. You mean the lantern? I don't know Morse code. Would never use such easily decipherable code. Over. Enemy agents everywhere. Over. Wait. Over. Still unconfirmed vis-a-vis your condition following enemy serpent encounter. Over. Please report bite status. How many and how gross? Over. I'm fine, no bites, you weirdo, but thank you for asking. It was a close one. Great, was worried. That reminds me, after I shut the door on it, I think I heard it clomping off back down the stairs. I don't think you should leave your treehouse anytime soon. It might be headed back your way. No plans of leaving current location. Yard crawling with cryptid vanguard. Over. Cryptid vanguard? Missing big picture, Joey. Over. Okay, maybe a little less obtuse then. Purely defensive posture, tactically suicidal. Monsters likely just distraction. Could have obscured additional agents on approach. Over. Do you mean like more monsters, or? Can't discuss on unsecured channel. Can't be certain who's listening, but evidence points to Antares class conspiracy cascade. Over. Oh my god, Jude, you fucking psycho. Did you forget our discussion on conspiracy gradation nomenclature? Over. Literally, as it was happening, yes. Is Antares bad? Really bad. In the heart of the scorpion, Joey. Over. Okay, sounds like a good reason to not leave my room and get killed by monsters. Trust crucial on the battlefield, Joey. Helping presidents of monsters has tipped equation away from typical skepticism. Over. Okay, that's fair. Okay, what do I need to know? Your current position not secure. Large yard facing windows. Location compromised to enemy. Situation rapidly deteriorating. Must abscond to attic, Joey. Over. The attic? Yes, the attic. Strong door. Well stocked with tactical material. Take left out of bedroom. Go upstairs. Highest room in house. Over. I know what the attic is, Jude. It's just a weird suggestion. What else is new? More inscrutable rambling from my treehouse lunatic brother. Don't understand. You sounded confused. Trying to help. Over. Look, just shut up, okay? I'll sneak up there, lock the door, and you can... Call our babysitter. Too late to reach her at lab. Working day long. Done. Over. Oh no, you're right. Agreed on both counts. Babysitter capable strifer. Could help tip scales. Might also help convince you to get to safety. She is quite the strifer. I will give her that. She killed a fish. Cool. Dude, I'm going to go to the stupid attic, okay? I'm sorry for being mean. You have your weapon. Over. What weapon? You mean my old weapon? What for? Serpents swarming everywhere. Over. You want me to fight them with a flashlight? Don't blame you for being nervous with high concentration of serpent presence. Must be brave. Your brother believes in you and knows you can beat the serpents. Over. Stop saying serpents. Do you recall where weapon is? Over. Yeah, it's in the closet. Understood. All set then. Over. No, I mean the hall closet. Crap. Over. Yeah, well, I guess I'll have to take your word about all this. You are sure about all this, right? Absolutely, extremely certain. Over. Over and out, Squirt. Oh boy. Oh, you don't want to leave without writing what could be your last words ever in your diary. Exciting stuff happens to you once in a green moon. Or was it blue? Too excited to think about moon colors now. Oh no, you're definitely not just stalling for excuses to avoid going out and facing that beast. The joke is that Alternia, the troll planet, has a green moon and a pink moon. You've got more pressing concerns right now than the book report you have to hand in on Monday. Besides, none of those books are appropriate choices for a book report, according to your teachers. Your teacher seems oddly fixated on award-winning books where beloved dogs are introduced and then inevitably die. You kind of hate your teacher sometimes. School books really did like focusing on that shit, didn't they? Oh, I don't think I did that when I played either. Huh. Did I search? Reach inside the expected plush canine and puppy surprises having puppies. There we go. Yes. No one would ever think to look for your precious diary key inside a plush mother dog. Least of all your brother, who was upset he didn't get one of the puppies. Jude can be pretty melodramatic. Speaking of precious keys, there's also a beautiful old trinket that used to belong to your mom. You have no idea what it is, but looking at it reminds you of her. Honestly, you're not sure you'd be comfortable leaving it here with everything that's going on. Collect the diary key from its plush hiding womb. While you're at it, you think maybe you should keep this beautiful heirloom of your mom's close. I don't like the way this dog is looking at me with its legs spread like that. Just a feeling, a deep, inexplicable, impossible to ignore feeling. Nice. Neato. You unlock and open your diary. Nice. Juicy secrets. Here you come. Except they're just your boring secrets, so you don't care. Aha! Alright, let's see. There's the babysitter. Do you guys recognize the babysitter? Whoa. Oh, that's another one, actually. There's a fairy. Fairy spotted! Oh, fuck. I didn't remember that fairy being there. Alright, look. You usually don't have much to record in here on account of the humdrum life you lead, but she thinks today will be a different story. Maybe you should take a moment to record a note now, just in case this is your last chance to set down your final words before your tragic demise at the hands of a horrible sneaky thing. I miss Mom. Damn, that's fucking sad. Can't believe I haven't recorded any at the beginning of last summer. To say I've been back to school, but now next summer can't come soon enough. I came home to a drunk babysitter again today. Sure is some quality adult supervision we youngsters are getting around here. She's something well enough though. She means well enough though. Haven't heard from Pa in weeks. Last we saw of him, he popped in the house to drop off more stupid mummies and globes or whatever, then skipped off to go on more adventures. Also, how lame is it that he made us call him Pa instead of Dad while we were growing up? Damn. What a life they live, these kids. Maybe something from your past will shed some light on today's terror mysteries. Some little detail mentioned offhand and forgotten. The key kicking off a casual cascade of connections that terminates in a catastrophe of snake monsters. April 13th, 1994. Dear Diary. Ho hum. Nothing much happened today. I tried to make some new friends at school to maybe expand our social circle beyond just me and Jude's friends all the time. Wait, is it weird to call my brother's friends my social circle? Well, you know what I mean, Diary. I don't have any friends I can really call mine, so I'm trying to branch out. I guess it's better than calling them my web ring. The kids at school are jerks, though, and they call me a poser when I try to talk to them about games I like and stuff. Between you and me, I think a bunch of the kids at school might be evil. Jeez, now I'm sounding all paranoid like my brother. They're just up to no good, I can feel it. June 12th, 1994. I like that all... It's not very surprising, but I like that all the dates are Homestuck dates. June 12th, 1994. Dear Diary. Whew. First day of summer vacation. I can't wait to get a break from all these clowns at school. Sometimes I think what I really need is a vacation from humanity. October 25th, 1994. Dear Diary. I can't believe I haven't recorded an entry since the beginning of last summer. Oh, this is the one we just read. Yep. Okay. If this is going to be the last entry in your diary, then by gum, you're going to scare the bejesus out of whoever finds it once you're snake chow. November 11th, 1994. Dear Diary, forgive my hasty and nervous scribbling. I'm kind of scared, but maybe also a bit excited. Anyway, can't talk much now. There's a sly and cunning monster on the prowl. Possibly hungry for kid meat too, so I've got to... Okay, I don't have a darn clue what I have to do, but I'll fill you in later once I do it. Satisfied, you've done your duty vis-a-vis posterity. In case the worst should happen, you relock your diary and hide the key again, safe and sound. If writing in diary about tactics, please share, over. I'm hanging up now. Not a phone, over. Click dial tone. Can see you through window. You are making sound with mouth, over and out. Jude is such a nerd. Looks like the coast is clear for now. Better hurry to the hall closet and retrieve your weapon before that crafty old serpent, you mean snake, can get the drop on you. So I should get my old weapon from the hall closet and then head up to the attic, right? Affirmative. Also refrain from excess chatter, over. Oh, right, yeah, bye. Good alert monsters, over. Yeah, I got it, I'm going, bye. Can't be too careful in espionage game, Joey. Silence golden, over. Jude, shut up. Remember one time on training mission, couldn't keep my trap shut. Oh boy, really landed us in a pickle, over. You've never had any training, I'm turning off the walkie, bye. Over and click. Your mother's jewelry box, a priceless heirloom of immeasurable sentimental value. Also, there appear to be some of your brother's empty cans of Pringles. Horse. Jude insisted the terrified horse was being abducted. Your counter-argument completely schooled him. This painting now commemorates your triumph and a particularly spectacular equine nativity. Nice. Oh my god, is that a... I mean, it's a troll. What is it supposed to be like a Stretch Armstrong troll? Type thing. This thing's always giving you the creeps, but that didn't stop you from patching it up after Jude accidentally ripped it with an experimental foamless dart. From the first and last, Dart Gun War with Jude. Belinda here provides great cover for those who refuse to use firearms, namely you. You try to distract him with your tap dancing and then stick a dart on him. It didn't work at all. Creature from where the wild things are. It kind of does, actually. This lady was just hanging out in her altogether, which, you mean, who are you to judge? Said that made you slightly uncomfortable, so you churched her up a little. You feel kind of silly about it now, but whatever. You were like 8. Oh my god. They actually like covered her up and colored over her to make her not naked. That's fucking great. This gun can shoot a stream of water up to 50 feet away. Too bad you don't use guns. Yeah, I want to see if it would say anything special if I tried to equip it. Let's see, I'm trying to see what all there is to click on. Oh, hey, there's Belinda from a different angle. Your light bright, hours of fun, with the number of hours and the degree of your fun dependent on the power of your imagination, which in your case means many hours and a lot of fun. Nice. What else can we see? Yay! It's back. I never had a light bright. Okay. Interesting. Oh, it's the swirl. Okay. Cherub swirl. Okay, that's everything. Alright, cool. This is Jude's room, I'm sure. This is the door to your neurotic dork of a brother's maximum security bedroom. Keeps it locked up tight because of all the silly conspiracy work he does in there. You sincerely doubt you'll be entering this room anytime soon, but really, why would you even want to? It's full of nerd stink and goober crud. And not to mention, it's where his pet usually lurks. You love all animals, but just the same, that's one you'd rather let you deal with. It's the hallway closet, if memory serves. There's a box full of some old belongings of yours in there. I wonder if it has what you're looking for. You think back to before, back to when this closet door was shut. You had a reasonably good guess about what was inside, but now your guess is even more reasonable. Box probably has the stuff you need, but you can't reach. You wonder what your next step should be. Actually, your tap shoes might be the solution to this problem. If you could just get a good stomp going, you might be able to tumble that box right off the shelf. Neat. That's one way to do it. Pick through the box and find your flashlight and an old pair of ballet slippers. These will come in handy. Oh hey, there's some pet treats in here too. You keep caches of them all over. Never know when you'll need to treat a pet. Go ahead and try your flashlight. Click, click. No dice. Another battery problem? You open it up. Wait, there were no batteries in here at all. Just a bunch of stupid pogs. Dang it, chewed. On my old strife weapon. Guess what? It's full of your stupid pogs. Crap, forgot about those. Please keep safe, over. No, I'm throwing them all away. Joey, please, those are my favorites, over. I'm not really throwing them away, you nerd. What do you take me for? Thanks, over. So I guess I head up to the attic now. That is the plan, over. Better shake a leg then. Affirmative, over and out. Anything else? This lamp's not even plugged in, but there are at least 9 possible light sources in your immediate area, so maybe it got lost in the typically well-illuminated shuffle. Nice. There's some pictures on the wall. Mom. Jude. Can't really tell what some of the other ones are. We'll get to see more pictures later, don't worry. Ooh. A bunch of stuff that should be moved into the attic. There's some toys here too that you don't play with that much anymore. Basically a pile of trash. You got this toy caterpillar so you could learn how to cure caterpillar diseases, but it turns out plush caterpillars don't get sick. Still pretty cute though. It is cute. I agree. I would love to have like a big plush caterpillar actually. A friend. The caterpillar can't help you and you can't help the caterpillar. Not a productive friendship, but at least nobody's being taken advantage of. So true. It's a slinky. You loathe to touch it and disturb whatever astronomically improbable equilibrium is at play. Best just leave it be. Beautiful. Look at this little guy. This little dude. I love him. He's nothing. He's just like a random background thing, but I love him. I wish we could bring him with us. A bunch of stuff that should be moved into the attic. There's some toys here too that you don't play with that much anymore. Basically, a pile of trash. On the rare occasions he is home, Pa can be heard bumping around up here while tending to his hoard of stupid antique trash, or priceless artifacts, you mean. No, you don't. It's locked, but you need to get in here as soon as you can. You peer through the keyhole. How ominous. What could be behind that tarp? Also, there's a gun. Weird. What the heck is that thing, and how long has it been there? Hey, the attic door's locked. Cripes, forgot about that. Tactical blunder on my part. Over. It's fine, no big deal. Just left the safety of my room to be eaten by monsters in the hallway because my dorky brother sent me to the safety of the wrong side of a locked door. Is it not fine? Over. Jude. Panic not necessary. Still need to get you to attic. Over. For safety, right. Well, whatever. I'm trusting you, I guess. Appreciate that. Over. Although so far, it hasn't really paid off. Joey, please. Just need you to head to trophy room. Over. Oh, gross. I hate that place. Why does he even need a special trophy room when our whole house is just his dumping ground for whatever garbage he picks up on his stupid adventures? We'll find key to attic there. Mysterious whims of absent father. Not relevant. Over. Fine. Over and out. Oh boy. You gotta feel bad for these childs. Head to the trophy room? Affirmative. Over. Got it. Over and out. Alright. Downstairs we go. Now we can see the pictures. Some great photos and portraits of your mostly great family. You decide to take a closer look. To Jake, my biggest fan, A. Claire. Ooh la la. That there mom is looking très magnifique. When you grow up, you hope this is what mirrors will look like. Nice. There aren't any pictures of you three together, so you tried to make one through the art of composition by hanging these 3 solo photos together. It's kind of like there's a photo of all 3 of you, sorta. Damn, that's sad. Lovely diptych of school portraits. The laser background, the bad hair days. Simply perfection. Jude puts the dip in diptych. You mutter to yourself, such an unreal burn on the unsuspecting chump, but he probably wouldn't even get it. Come to think of it, maybe neither do you. You and your very good dog. And someone you presume is his sister? Nobody's ever mentioned, not that the two of you talk much. Kind of weird to think you might have like a second cousin out there you never met. Maybe she died young. The old-timey times were pretty rough. Mom is the picture of grace and radiance, and Pa is just Pa. Seriously, has he ever changed his look? Sometimes you wonder if he was born with spectacles and mustache, or at least one of the two. What a goofy looking guy. Oh, Jake. You silly bitch. Pa used to be great with animals. You wonder what happened. Maybe a betrayal? No, impossible. Look how good that dog is. That dog never betrayed anybody in his entire life. You would stake your entire reputation on it. The whole thing. You can't even look at this picture. You poor cruelty to animals. One of the many ways you and your father never saw eye to eye. One of the other ways was how he never actually looked at you much, let alone at your eyes. Fucking goddamn. My wife! You and Jude have a lot of fun memories with your babysitter. By now, probably more than with Mom and Pa combined. You always thought of her as the kind of cool and fun older kid you wanted to be. Until you got old enough to realize she's a pretty sucky role model. You wonder what her family is like, but it's probably not your place to ask. Thank you for the stretch and gulpies, Moose. God. I love Roxy so much. It's like half the reason I even keep up with Homestuck 2. Oh, it's one of these thingies. I don't know what they're called. But like, you pick a color and then there's, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. It's this guy, what's he so happy about anyway? His expression probably made more sense in its original context. That is to say, whatever tomb or temple or whatever that your pa plundered him from. Uh-oh. Well, seems the power's out. It should make the trophy room quite the adventure, which is to say, not quite the adventure you wish you were having right now. Oh boy. It's the handheld gaming device that you and Jude share. It looks like a original Game Boy. He hogs it mostly, but that's alright since you got the console in your room. I guess the Game Boy Color wasn't out in 94. It was in 90... I think we got it in 98? Though I think it came out in 97 in Japan. Just a reliable old portable cassette player, complete with headphones. Jude can occasionally be found using it to even further isolate himself from reality. Dead batteries, of course, seems to be a running theme. Like this powers out music. This bookshelf contains several of Pa's books, including Pistols to Pelts, How to Turn Sweet, Intelligent Animals into Weird Rugs and Stuff, Teach Yourself Taxidermy, I guess, and Savari, Stories of Bold Men and the Animals they Killed from a Distance even though they weren't hungry and did not intend to eat them. Yeah, that sounds like books Jake would write. Let's see, he killed a walrus. Crazy. Holy shit. What a fucking... What a collection of things this is. Holy shit. One of your pa's recent victims. You love animals. He loves killing animals and turning them into ghoulish trophies celebrating his victory over nature. Yeah, big man, as long as he has a big stupid gun. It's a bear that your paw shot and turned into a trophy. Now all his friends who come in this room will think, oh, this guy shot a bear. Okay. Except he doesn't really have any friends and he's never here, so it's just a nice big horrifying thing for you to deal with. Looks like a moonkin from WoW. Nice. Maybe it might be a reference. I don't know. So far this game's holding up better than I thought it would. I'm not gonna lie. I'm actually having a fairly fun time. A beanbag chair, super comfy and thankfully not filled with real beans. Take a nap, but you kind of got a lot going on right now, you know? Maybe I actually will play Hiveswap Act 2 someday. I'll play it next year, maybe, for Homestuck Day. Pause, major totem of power. The clunky gadget controls the TV, the garage door, toaster, thermostat, and pretty much everything else of with a charge running through it. It's pretty hefty. Pop open this behemoth and score! You pocket the E-cell batteries right into the old Silodex. I hope that it's a little QA tested a little better. That for a point and click adventure, there's already been like 24 typos that have like fucked me up, and I had to like reread the sentence to figure out what it was supposed to say. Well, it would seem the power is out. Classic PsyOps, over. What? Credit where it's due. Best way to destabilize countermeasures. Leave you in the dark. Literally, over. Not literally, it's still like late afternoon. I can see fine. Should have no trouble getting to trophy room then, over. Fine then, Mr. Mission Control. Yes, great, over and out. Yeah, except this game's been out for a long ass time. And they haven't fixed the typos. This game has a sordid history, including the fact that supposedly the people who made the new King's Quest, the newest King's Quest game, they were originally the ones working on it, and supposedly they took the money and ran and made King's Quest, but that is dubious. In my own research on this game's history, I find that basically everyone who's interacted with it, their accounts of its history can only be taken with a handful of salt. And a lot of people point fingers at other people. Anyway, yeah. So I feel like, I'm pretty sure this game was originally supposed to come out like years before it did, and now here we are in 2024 and we have Act 2 of 4? I don't even know. I remember being so excited when it came out. It had a stacked cast, looked amazing. I watched somebody play it and I remember thinking it seemed pretty whatever. But I also didn't grow up with King's Quest, so... yeah, that is kind of basically what happened with this. I mean, people were excited when this came out, but I feel like everyone was excited and then they played it and then everyone kind of went, oh, it was fine. Which is like, is kind of fair, but also kind of sucks in hindsight, because it's like, the fact that it came out fine after it's everything the game has gone through, and the fact that it's a Homestuck tied property is honestly kind of a miracle. But people had been waiting so long, they thought it was going to be like fucking amazing. And it was fine. So I don't know. I'm kind of starting to realize that like my memory of being disappointed with it was just because I had seen people hype this up as like a big thing, and it came out like pretty soon after I got caught up. Or wait, did it come out before Homestuck ended? I don't even remember at this point, actually. I remember it came out when I was really into Homestuck. And I was really into Homestuck from like the period that I got caught up until like about half a year after it ended. Or, I don't know, a little bit after the epilogues happened, I guess. Because the epilogues, I would say, was like the cap of like, okay. 2017. Oh, that's more recent than I thought it was. Goddamn. Also, the Kickstarter for this got $2.4 million. Apparently. Anyway. Yeah. So that's way later than I thought it was. I don't know. I could have sworn it came out closer. Anyway, when did Homestuck end? 2014? Or 2016? Wait, 7 years? So it would have been 2016, right? I'm getting old. Everything's blurring together. Hold on. Let me double check. Here, yeah, 2016. Okay, so it came out like probably right around the time that my interest in Homestuck was starting to wane. So this was probably like the last big Homestuck moment for me. And then from there, you know, I don't know. I mean, I still like Homestuck overall, but it was definitely like the main thing that I was into for a while. Hold on, let me think. When would I would have gotten caught up on Homestuck. Okay, so I originally started reading Homestuck in 2015, if I remember right. I think I started reading Homestuck spring of 2015. I got to Act 5. I specifically stopped on Gamzee's page. I remember very vividly. VVASMR. And then I came back in the summer and I started at the beginning of Act 5. And then I reread from there, and then I got caught up, and then I kept up with it from there on. And I remember when I got caught up was when I started being like really into it. So like late summer, early fall of 2015 would have been like when I first started to really be into Homestuck. So yeah, I guess I would have, that period would have lasted like 2 years before I started to like really fall off and start to be more like lean more into how I am now, where it's like Homestuck's cool, but I'm more aware of the issues with it. But I guess to be fair, I think Homestuck's one of those things where when you do your first read, it's easier for like all the cool parts to stand out. There's a fly or a little gnat flying around. Tried to clap it anyway. But yeah, and then that's true of anything though. And then I've reread Homestuck like 4 or 5 times since then, and every time I read it, I'm more and more aware of all the parts I don't like. And I think that's part of why I don't like rereading or replaying or rewatching stuff, is I feel like every time I go back through things, the parts I don't like stand out more, and the parts I like sort of lose their rosy tint. And it's like, yeah, this part's really cool, but it sucks that I have to get through all the other things I don't like. And every time you go back through it, the parts you don't like just feel like that much worse to me. I'm sure for some people it's not a problem, but for me, like getting through a lot of the stuff in the first 3 acts sucks in Homestuck for me. Like I just really think that overall Act 1 through 3 worked for me on a first read, but once you, especially once you know how much of it is like nothing and me never comes up again and doesn't matter, it becomes like a game of, it almost becomes a game of like waiting for someone to say something that actually does matter later, and you're like, ah, that thing, and then everything else is like, okay. And then John spent 50 pages fucking around in the one room doing nothing, and it was boring. I don't know. The magic of like the wacky point and click adventure being controlled by like the readers kind of loses its charm after the first read. And then it doesn't start to get interesting until like mid Act 4 is when it starts to pick up. And then Act 5, honestly, like all of Act 5 I think is fucking great and peak Homestuck in my opinion. And Act 6 has a lot of cool things in it that I do like. Because, like, I would say Hussey improved as a writer, but he also started to go in a direction as a writer that I didn't like, if that makes sense. Like, when he... Like, he's a good writer, but I don't like a lot of his story choices in like Act 6 onward, if that makes sense. Like, if, I don't know if you've ever like read something and you're like, this person is good at what they're doing, but I don't like it despite the fact that I think they're good at what they're doing, you know? Like when it hits super fucking well. Like when they're during the parts that I do like, it hits super hard. But I think it makes it that much more disappointing to know that Hussey had improved as a writer when I read parts of Act 6 that I don't like, that I think are like really bad, like the retcon power. I thought it was a neat fun thing initially, but in hindsight it sucks and it ruins everything from that point on. And then, you know, there's the whole thing with Vriska coming back in the retcon. It's its own thing. Anyway, if you, anyone who's read Homestuck, even if they don't agree with me, they know what I mean, but yeah. And then the epilogues. I don't know, actually I like certain parts of the epilogues. That's kind of my thing, is like I feel like from Act 6 onwards there's a ton of stuff where it's like I'm like really split from like Act 6 onwards, where it's like when it hits, but when it doesn't, holy shit, is it not good. Like certain moments like Game Over stand out to me as like fucking blowing my mind the first time I read them. But then like you get to stuff like that and repeat read-throughs and you know how little it really means in the long run, and it just makes it sad and disappointing that that it's so cool, and that it kind of if anything it's like a narrative aside in the long run, in the grand scheme of things. Like aside, like even the argument that John and Roxy remember that means nothing because it never matters or comes up that happened. And the further the story goes along, the more it feels like the fact that they're the only two from that timeline has just kind of been forgotten or something, because like, man, does it not, it just matters less and less the more time passes. Man. Anyway, I don't know. That's a whole, yeah, I don't know. Homestuck. It's big. I have opinions on it. Vriska sucks, but she had a good character arc when she died. And then everything after they brought her back was just bad. I don't know. I think the best way I could describe it is that Hussey was always... I think you have to be up your own ass to write a story like Homestuck, but I think sometime in like late Act 5, early Act 6, he started getting stuck up there too far. And you know, like I feel like I don't know. Like he was too focused on having everything perfectly planned out and taking, I don't want to say taking the story too seriously, because Homestuck is a silly story all the way through, but that is the best way I can think to describe it. Like, he's not taking it too seriously in that, like, he never makes jokes, but like he takes the story too seriously in that I think he gets too wrapped up in from Act 6 onwards in like having it be this giant interwoven narrative, and it's less of like a fun adventure from that point on. Man, there's something about media, long form media, where there's always that point, and it often comes with a time skip, and it's like it's usually about halfway through the story. There's often a time skip, and then from that point on, the entire tone and like direction of the story completely changes. Oh yeah, I agree with that too. It kind of feels like it feels like he had when he like had outlined Homestuck to the end, which apparently happened in 2012, was when he was like, I know everything I'm doing in the story all the way up to the end now. And then, you know, which I'm sure it was like an outline and it wasn't like super detailed or anything, but like he knew the story up to the end as much as like he reasonably could, because that was when they started working on the final flash for Act 7. Was in 2012, so they had to have like the story planned out to start on it. I almost feel like, because like there were tons and tons of like hiatuses and stuff too, and his upload rate got slower and slower on top of that compared to like early Homestuck. The one thing I'll give to early Homestuck is that it was probably great being there for it, because he was uploading like multiple pages almost every day. So it was just like a constant thing. And I think that does, as much as I think early Homestuck is pretty boring to reread, it's very consistent tone wise. And that consistency gets lost in later parts of Homestuck because there's these huge gaps. Like there's all these huge hiatuses, and story and updates are coming out slower and slower. So yeah, I feel like it almost feels like when he wrote the outline, he thought Homestuck was going to go on for longer, or at the very least that he was going to be putting out a lot more, and it feels like the story was condensed down to fit into a much smaller amount of pages and whatnot than it like. It's kind of comparable, honestly, to One Piece, where like you can tell when Oda went, oh, you know what, maybe I don't want to spend the rest of my life writing this story, and we entered what some people refer to as speed piece, where we're rushing through a lot of the plot elements because Oda wants to get to the ending that he wants to get to, that he has in mind for the story. But we have so much shit to cover to get there that we have to like kind of, if he wants to wrap up the story without spending the rest of his life writing it, which is fair, and to both Hussey and to Oda, I can understand why they both would have done this. But it feels like there were, again, like Moose said, there's way too many ideas, and at some point both of them have had that like, okay, I need to like condense this down, which, while a valid thing to do, it does negatively impact the story, and you can feel it. And so yeah, it kind of sucks. I don't know, it's kind of a lose-lose situation. Like either the creator spends the rest of their life working on this one thing, and they feel like, you know, drained and burnt out, and they regret doing so. Or they condense the story, but the story is negatively impacted by speeding it up. Somewhere George is getting chills. Somewhere George gets the chills, and then he jumps into his Scrooge McDuck pile of gold to warm himself. And then he kisses one of the many gold coins he got from writing for Elden Ring. Anyway, I would love for the next book to come out, George, because, like, I genuinely think George R. R. Martin is a really good writer, but goddamn, man, George is the opposite, where it's like, if we take him at his word, he's been trying to make, based on what he says about the next book, it comes off as if he's being like really perfectionist about it, and he wants it to be like the perfect penultimate book to the series. And it's like, all right, I get it, but like, put the fucking book out, my guy. Like, we got two extremes here. We got Oda and Hussey, who like shortened their stories dramatically because they didn't want to spend the rest of their life working on this, and they wanted to get the project done and move on with their lives. And then we have George R. R. Martin, who's probably gonna, you know, pass away in his pile of money before we even get the second to last book, let alone the last one. You know, knock on wood. I hope we get both books, but I don't know how every important Elden Ring character has a G, an R, or an M. I do that to a degree in D&D. I've sort of figured out like what archetypes of characters I like to do. And if I make a character that's in the same archetype as a major character from a previous campaign, I will give them the same first letter in their name. And also sometimes I will tie characters together by having them have similar names. Like, there was a character who went by G in the first campaign, and then there was another character named Gash, and they were tied together. They were actually two people sharing a body, but I'm not going to explain the whole campaign. Anyway, I hope just going somewhere way different. No. I would never. I would not wish. I do not wish ill on any of the authors who have annoyed me by making their story shorter or never finishing their story. But man, that nice middle ground it just feels impossible to find. It feels like all the best stories either do the Homestuck One Piece thing where they speed up and rush to the ending, or they do the fucking Kingkiller Chronicles Song of Ice and Fire thing where they just never finish. At least with Kingkiller Chronicle, the author's younger and presumably less likely to die. I don't know. I mean, you never know. Life's wacky, to be fair, but you get my point. Statistically, we're more likely to get the final Kingkiller Chronicle book than we are the last Game of Thrones Song of Ice and Fire book. Anyway, statistically, it ain't looking good for anyone. So true. So true. I mean, technically, if you want to look at it a certain way, Toriyama passed before Dragon Ball ended, because they resurrected its dead corpse and puppeted it around. You know what? Actually, I feel like Starverse is another example of like the Homestuck One Piece thing. I feel like there's a lot of stuff that happened in that could have been good if it had time and they had expanded on it. It felt like they took a bunch of ideas that could have lasted that show like another good like 6-7 seasons and condensed it down into like a quarter of that. They really didn't have to do Super. I agree. Super sucks. I don't know why it's a thing, but whatever. Yep. And then there's Berserk. Isn't a similar thing. Miura passing. I don't know how many chapters have come out since he died, and I don't know how long we have until it's supposed to end, but I haven't been keeping up with it. I feel like every chapter we get past the last one he did, the less it's going to feel like Berserk. And also for me, it's just hard to like get myself to want to read them, you know. Like even with One Piece, which is my favorite manga, I think if it was like, you know, God forbid, it was like I would have passed away, I'd be like, all right, I'm reading the next chapter and nothing else. Like I don't care anymore. Like it's not Oda's One Piece, so I'm not interested. It's kind of why this is kind of why I don't read Western comics, because it's like this dude wrote like this one series of like so and so many comics, and now it's some other dude, and now it's some other dude, and here's a spin-off by some other dude, and here's another spin-off by some other dude. It's like I don't care. I don't know. I don't like the inconsistency. It's like, how am I supposed to even like there's a lot of superheroes that I think are cool conceptually, but like I don't read their stories because it's like I don't know which ones are good or bad, and I don't really care to like dig through them and find the good ones, you know. Anyway, shout out to Bill Watterson. Yeah, I definitely would rather the Homestuck Oda approach personally though than the, yeah, that's fair, but also it's way easier to find fan uploaded manga than it is Western comics. The people that wanted to continue the Discworld books after Terry Pratchett died are evil. Yeah, I'm slowly actually I'm reading Equal Rights right now. It's pretty good so far, the third book. I'm reading them in order of release when I do read them. But anyway, yeah, I have no intention of reading anything that Terry Pratchett didn't write. Didn't they do that with Dune? Aren't there some Dune books? Like after the dude? I haven't read anything except the first Dune book, but I'm pretty sure they made some books after he died. I could be wrong. I also kind of feel that way a little bit about Lord of the Rings stuff. I'm not interested in anything that didn't get released while Tolkien was alive. Like, I don't really care that it's his son. I feel like for a lot of people that makes it better, but for me it's like I have no reason to believe that his son being in charge of it makes it inherently better than anyone else being in charge of it. I don't know. The idea, or I feel like a lot of people treat a lot of these like, oh, well, the person like wrote an outline and had like their ideas for the thing written down, so it's fine. Exactly. I don't care if it's the same IP. I liked the person that made it. Exactly. Yeah. It's kind of how like there's this one band, Orgy, that I like their first 3 albums, but then the band split up, and I don't like anything they put out after it. The only person from the original is the lead dude. And then he brought in members of like another band that I named Dead Z, and every time I heard any of their songs, I was like, oh, they just sound like a really shitty knockoff of Orgy. So when I learned that like he was bringing them in, I was really like, okay, fuck that. But it was kind of the same thing. It's like, just because like it's the same band and the same lead dude doesn't mean much, you know. I don't. When the band split, it fucked it up. But I feel like bands and kind of do that in general. Like, I feel like over time, if a band sticks around long enough, their music changes enough that you're gonna start to be like, okay, well, I don't really like their stuff anymore. Or at the very least, you'll be like, yeah, their new stuff's fine, but this album is the good one. Something like that. I don't know. Anyway, but I feel like music is weird in the sense that, like, when it comes to, like, stories, I guess, I don't know. I feel like musicians tend to change their style more often than, like, writers tend to, from my experience at least. Yeah. Though I will say I also don't agree that just because I liked one thing a person made that all their stuff is good. Like, Death Note has a lot of problems, but I like Death Note, and I liked Bakuman. But I didn't like Platinum End, and that's the same two dudes that made Bakuman and Death Note. Granted, I feel like Platinum End kind of felt like they were trying to recapture the Death Note audience. But it kind of fucking sucked. It was one of those that like seemed like it was cool at first, like it had a lot of neat ideas, but I feel like it sucked. And yeah, I agree. Well, I don't dislike I don't dislike them, but I do agree with that. But yeah, sometimes the person makes a thing that's cool, and then they make another thing, and you're like, this fucking sucks, dude. What the hell? Like, Hussey made Psycholonials, and I played the first 3 chapters out of like 5 or 6. I don't remember. I haven't finished it because I hated it. It was awful. Which, to be fair, part of why it's awful is it feels like Hussey just stomping his feet and crossing his arms and being like, God, I hate the Homestuck fandom. Which he has basically said is actually what that story is. If you go like from what I've seen, at least, it was like, oh, that's about a big inspiration for the story was that how cult-like he felt the Homestuck fandom was. But I don't know. Homestuck fandom, I genuinely don't think it was any worse than any other fandom. I just think it was very big. And I think the bigger a fandom is, the worse it's going to seem. Because there's more bad apples. Also, the fact that there were gray characters which inspired people to paint themselves didn't help because they didn't seal their paint. Yeah. Well, the interesting thing about that specific demographic is it wasn't the people Hussey wasn't intending for that demographic even. They just kind of showed up. In fact, I would argue that it's almost weird and ironic that that demographic liked Homestuck, because I think in a lot of ways it outright, I mean, the trolls definitely, multiple trolls exist that I would argue are like making fun of that part of the fandom specifically, since all the trolls exist, like their initial base archetypes all exist as like parodies of different online groups. Like Nepeta is definitely like a parody of certain parts of Tumblr. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Homestuck's weird. Anyway, I guess that's all I'm getting at. I don't even remember what got me on that tangent to begin with, but yeah. I don't know. I will stand by what I said though. I think Homestuck peaks in Act 5. Even though one of my favorite characters doesn't even come till Act 6, but you know, that happens. Let's see. A piano can be used to turn the slight motion of one's fingers into music. Those ivories, how they beg to be tickled. But you mustn't. Also, you can't. Oh, I think it started because I think I was talking about how, like, I'm kind of surprised that this is holding up, because certain parts of Homestuck really don't hold up for me. The ladies in these paintings are eerily beautiful, although maybe everyone would look like that in blue. The lamp. Goodness, you'd like to meet the lady who modeled for it someday. I always enjoyed this painting, particularly because the lion looks so alive. Whoever painted it must have a very good imagination. Either that, or they painted it very, very fast. Nice. Speaking of fandoms, I do want to eventually watch My Little Pony Friendship's Magic. Just because there's a part of me that's like, I know that it's just going to be like, it's going to be fine. It's like, it is a fine show for like the demographic it was aimed at, but there's a part of me that's just like, man, the fact that the bronies were just so loud and proud, like I don't know exactly. It's like I want to see if there's something in there that strikes me as like, you know what, this thing makes me understand why the bronies were the way they were. Except I don't think that's gonna happen. I think it's just gonna be fine. The lamp makes you blush brighter than the lamp itself. Find it's a part of the fandom that ruins a reputation. Absolutely. I don't like to hate something just based on the fandom, because in my experience, a lot of the fandoms that people complain about the most are things that I thought were pretty good, actually. Like, I liked Homestuck and Undertale. Genshin was fine. I thought the game was boring, but yeah. The game itself it's fine. It's a game. It's a gacha game. You get what you put. You get what you get what's on the tin. It like, but yeah, people complain about the Genshin fandom. Sonic's the same way. Sonic's problem in terms of the actual media is that it's extremely hit or miss. Some things are really good, some things are really bad, some things are just super mid, and it's just kind of like a crapshoot. Boy, your paw really gets inventive with this taxidermy, huh? What a ghoul. Sonic fans are starving for content. Apparently the last game was good. This room is really giving you the creeps. You hear something breathing. Something else you mean besides you. Really good. I've also heard that the oh right. The batteries are so huge they don't even begin to fit, like fitting a round peg into a hole. Oh shit. Do I not have the right batteries? She passed into the living room, pulling the door shut behind you. It shuddered as something heavy and wet slammed against it from the other side. Can't see anything in the trophy room. It's way too dark. Odd. Rest of house navigable? Over. Considered utilizing flashlight? Over. You mean the one that you filled with your pogs? That flashlight? Joey, please, over. No use dwelling on past, over. It doesn't matter anyway. Something's blocking the door to the trophy room now. Something? Over. Yeah, I'm not sure what. Strange. For now, recommend focusing on restoring power before sun sets completely, over. Oh, geez, you're right. Okay, I'll do that. Thanks for the reminder. Need electricity to retrieve key anyway, over. What? Can't discuss over unsecure channel, over and out. Mm-hmm. Trying to remember where we need to go next. Mm-hmm. Any hot tips for getting the power back on? Power outage seems to grant invaders significant advantage, over. That's not really a tip. That's more like just an explanation for why I'm trying to do it. Not sure what to tell you. Circuit breaker probably in basement, over. See, that was very helpful. Thanks. Doing my best, over and out. Where's the basement? Can't tell if the noises you hear are from monsters or the wind. It's either some particularly whooshy monsters or some really groany wind. Oh, wait, I think this is the basement. Ah. Yeah. Sound you've heard since you entered the kitchen grows louder as you approach. The awful static is like nothing you've ever heard, and you want to go back to not hearing it as soon as possible. You turn the radio off. Why are there band-aids on top of the radio? Why is there rum? Rum maple syrup? It looks like a maple syrup bottle, but it says Rumbo. Babysitter has just really atrocious taste. You're only 14, and even you can tell this is just really crummy. Oh, Roxy. I love you, but... man. The radio is clearly, although weirdly functional, despite not being plugged in. You might be onto something here. Pop open. Open the battery compartment. Jackpot. D-cells. You can never have too many batteries, and never in too many different sizes either. There we go. Another electric device successfully powered through clever manipulation of resources in your immediate environment. You are on fire. With your flashlight fully functional and in fit fighting form, you feel significantly better equipped to handle most low-light environments. And also to beat the bejesus out of any of these creeps that get too close. Although that's a last resort, of course. Power is off, and as such, your fax machine is basically useless. This is an unacceptable state of affairs. God. I'm kind of glad I'm young enough to not have to deal with fax machines. Apparently that's still a thing in Japan that, like, actually gets used. I can't imagine. Also, instead of doing signatures, they have little stamps that you're supposed to carry around, which sounds like a terrible idea. Look, you're not saying you never have home-cooked meals. Your babysitter is a pretty good chef, even. It's just, well, none of you like doing dishes, and the nice thing about takeout is you can just eat it right out of the boxes and then throw the boxes away. Of course, none of you really like taking out the trash, either. Oh, god damn, look at this kitchen. There's definitely some mold going on in there. I think it's full of dirty dishes. Someone should clean those up. They sure should. A shaker full of seasoned all magic spice. Your babysitter's a terrible cook, but she dumps this stuff all over everything and it actually tastes pretty good. Maybe it really is magic. Magic spice mix. Of course, everybody knows there's no such thing as magic. It's all faked with chemicals and stuff. Still, those chemicals are delicious. So true. There's a spider web and a spider in it. Eat. Kill it. It's Vriska. It's a Vriska reference. And I will have none of that. Sink is full of dirty dishes. Someone should clean these up. Why the fuck are you green? No way. No way. You did them last time. It's Jude's turn now. You know what? After he completely ditched you for the treehouse earlier, maybe it can be Jude's turn for quite some time. Not sure why the trash is piled next to the fridge. Even animals know better than to let their food fraternize with their waste. Rip. Backyard used to be so much more awesome before the monsters showed up. You're even out of dog food? Things really have gotten desperate. You guess you can't blame your babysitter for running off to the store for groceries at what was retrospectively the worst possible time. This mummy is currently blocking your access to the rest of the house. He has been ever since your paw left him there months ago. Yeah, not a lot of chance of you being able to move Pharaoh Napoleon over here. Is that what I think it is? It is. It's C, which is the first. That, like, low C is the first note of Black by Toby Fox, which is one of my favorite Homestuck songs. It's a machine designed to take your clothes and wash them. You call it a washing machine. Thanks. It serves its purpose admirably on the rare occasion a human being is willing to cooperate. Your pa brought this home as a souvenir. There's nobody inside it. It's kind of like a metaphor, you guess. You're not sure you want to start down the road of analyzing your life as if it were a work of fiction. Pa loves this blue lady's portraits so much he keeps redundant backups scattered around, because it's okay if you ignore something supposedly precious to you as long as you're paying attention to something kind of similar in another location, right? You decide not to pull on that psychological thread because you have important work to do, and who needs that crappy old blowhard anyway? I will say, I love that one-off joke from Jade's house that meant nothing. It was just like a random thing Hussey threw in about blue ladies was actually quite story relevant. And also Hussey accidentally predicting his own favorite character in the story. Is Hussey Jake confirmed? A souvenir from your pa after his trip to Hawaii. He's been exploring the Pacific a lot lately for some reason, or so he mentioned offhandedly a few years ago. You assume he's still doing that due to you not having any fresher data, or particularly caring one way or another where the hell he is. Everyone gets a crush on a blue lady at some point or another. Yeah, fair. I've got Navi, so I can't really say you're wrong. Your babysitter sometimes cracks into your pa's special reserve, and she tends to do it down here, so you and Jude don't see. You're only really sure what to say about it, or if you even have any business saying anything about it at all. Oh no, the Betty Crocker stuff. Oh. For those that don't know, in Homestuck, Betty Crocker is evil alien empress, fish lady. And it's a major plot point. Maybe it's because you grew up in a house where nobody really cooks, but you have no idea what to do with these cooking implements. Food, the great mystery. Forgotten skiing stuff. No basement is complete without it in your extremely limited experience. With your pa's strange affinity towards the Betty Crocker brand ever apparent, this musty old junk mainly consists of all sorts of cooking implements, ranging from the familiar to the enigmatic. Oh yeah, and Jake, their dad, was one of 2 children that was, like, adopted by Betty Crocker. The other being Jane, who is John's Nana. Really now, you can tell what a whisk is for, but some of this stuff looks downright unethical. It's also in your way. You can't reach the circuit breaker. Try to move one box and the whole pile is liable to come tumbling down on you. You need to find some way to get them all moving at once. Shake them up somehow. A controlled tumble. That's the ticket. Oh, fuck! It worked. You flip the breaker end. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Something's a-lurking. This is some alien isolation shit. Alien. Alright. Strife. Let's go. Ah. Take that. Graceful abscond. Oh shit, we fucked up. The room there is slapping. Pure away and pop. Take that, bitch. Pure away for waiter luck next time. That was a terrible pun. Spice. Oregano mercy. Fuck. I don't remember what to do here. Shuffle and scoot. Hot steppin'. Nice. There we go. How does she roll up the stairs like that? Power back on. You're doing or psyops of encroaching forces. Over. Give you back light only to snatch it away. Described hypothetical very cruel. Dealing with sick operators. Over. No, it was just me. Criminy chewed. That snake monster is down in the basement, by the way. Managed to get past him, but we'll probably need to deal with that at some point. Second encounter with said serpent, correct? Beast wily, but sister already established superior wildliness attribute. Over. Hey, thanks, I think. Trophy room should be trivial obstacle. Over. Wait, what? Attic key, Joey. Eyes on the prize. Keep me in loop. Over and out. Is there another fight in here at some point? Oh well. Oh, there's katanas on the wall. That's interesting, because Roxy uses a katana later on. Hold on, I'm trying to look around the room. I guess we can look around the room later. Appetizer. Main roars. Spider luck next time. Ow. Fuck. Spice to meet you. Nope. I remember these fights don't really like. Oh, you know what? Actually, there we are. Never mind. I take it back. I feel like when I played this the first time, I couldn't figure out what to do in any of the fights until I just accidentally did that one. Actually, was telegraphed. Now what do I do though? Fox. Passion orange guava. Nope. Okay. We did the first thing right, but I don't know what the second part is. Do we need to ballet again? Nope. Tap dance? Nope. Smack that bitch. Nope. And I just throw more food in his mouth. Oh, okay. Make mine a double. Okay, there we go. Alright. Monster inflicted death scene averted. You are unbelievably stressed out right now. Congratulations, you've ascended to rung 2. Attained rank of tail wagging Tyro. Max HP increased by 12. Muscle increased by 7. Congratulations, you've ascended to rung 3. Attained rank of minute mammal mender. Dexterity increased by 2. Grace increased by 6. Leverage increased by 5. Congratulations, you've ascended to rung 4. Attained rank of Peppy Patterer. Mastered Noggin Bop. Hubris increased by 4. Courtesy decreased by 2. So, where's the key? In his desk or something? Would never leave critical item in such obvious location. Over. Okay, but like, where did you leave it? I just had to lure a hungry monster out of here with treats, and I'm not sure how much time I have for brother-sister conspiracy capers before it comes back. If room compromised, can't discuss countermeasures until on secure line. Over. Utilize puzzler's skill set. Over. Fine. Callback of assistance required. Over and out. It's an Alabrige, a full cart monster from I don't know how to pronounce that. Oaxaca, Mexico. Oaxaca. I don't know. Carved out of the wood of the copal tree. This little thing. Albrije. Oh, thank you. Albrije. Oaxaca. Let's see. Thank you. This little thing used to creep you out really bad until your babysitter suggested you learn more about it. Found out they're based on monsters an artist saw in his dreams, and ever since then he seemed a lot more friendly. This is Horus, you think. You're not caught up under Egyptology. As if being dead weren't bad enough, your paw replaced his eyes with some creepy glass orbs. Light refracted in their faceted stare gives you the creeps. I have not seen Cope. Wait. Guess I have. I don't remember much about it though. But are you crazy, or is there some light reflecting off his antler too? Maybe it bears closer examination. Something odd about the antlers. You can't quite put a finger on it, or maybe you can in a literal sense. That sure did something. Jude, I can't make heads or tails of this thing. What thing? Over? Turn on a laser, but that's it? Nothing else is happening. Thought you were a puzzle master. What was wrong, it seems. Over? Hold on, over. I believe this calls for Burns. McGruff crime dog experiences trouble? Unbelievable, over. Wait. Disregard previous burn. Superior burn formulated. Ace Ventura, pet detective. Please respond if ice required. Over. Nice try, Dork. Maybe if you were a real tactician, you'd manage to get your burns out on the first try instead of requesting do-overs. Pride wounded, but unable to protest. Have been informed of mildly contentious banter, cornerstone of squad camaraderie. Over. Yeah, anyway. How am I supposed to solve this thing? This clearly a puzzle thing that cries out to be solved. Use marbles. Over. Thinking as hard as I can. You know I like puzzles. I wouldn't be asking if it weren't an emergency. Actual marbles. Over. What are you talking about? Trivial, really. Over. What marbles? I don't have any marbles. You don't. None nearby. Over. No. Oops. Over. You are now Jude Harley. And though tonight is apparently the night you've been preparing for, laying so many preparations and countermeasures and countermeasures against, it would seem you made a rare tactical blunder. The marbles that Joey needs to disengage your strategic defense globe are here in your treehouse. Time to call in the lone gunbirds. Only a few of these are actually liquids, and unfortunately, those are also the ones whose contents you don't precisely exactly 100% remember with total certainty. You're not saying some of them are urine, but you're not saying none of them are urine. Jesus Christ, Jude. How long until Roxy finds the poop sock drawer? The perfect place to store your flares. Well, some of them. It's also where you keep your beeper, but you really don't want to get into that right now. Retrieve the cache of flares you were keeping in your metal chest. Combined with your flare gun, they're a tactical treasure. You keep smashing geodes in case they're secretly alien eggs. That just makes me think of the Germa stream where they were opening geodes. And if one is, well, you'll already have the hammer in your hand, won't you? And he eats one, yeah. And then he finds the Grotto Beast cards. Was that the same stream? I think it was. Most of my Germa intake is clips, so sometimes I actually don't know when certain things are from the same thing or not. The archaeologist he brought told him what he's doing is geology. Oh yeah. Good stuff. What a silly guy. Tactical error. Consolidated all marbles here in Treehouse to prevent attic key from falling into wrong hands, over. Additionally, forgot about doing that, over. No cause for concern putting top agent on it, over. Oh god, you mean one of your pigeons, don't you? Over and out. Your careful records of the activity of the mysterious figures you often see prowling around in the woods. Joey didn't buy it, but the sudden influx of monsters may have changed her stance. Neat. 12 U.S. Congress members suspected of cult activity. Unnatural fog. How far can this go before someone finds the truth? Yesterday, Jersey Devil, something increased by 15%. This man... Cryptozoologist. What are these for? Your careful records of the activity of the mysterious figures you often see prowling around the woods. Okay. Where are the marbles? There's the flare gun. Probably the only kid in school that owns one of these babies. What if those kids got strangled in the middle of the ocean? Or stranded in the... Strangled. Freudian slip. Stranded in the middle of the ocean. The joke's on them until they starve and die. The chamber is empty because you observed proper flare gun safety protocols, but maybe you should load it because you've also observed serious scuff this evening. Listen, it's not my fault that children suck and I want to strangle them. Breath held, hand steady, you carefully load the flares into the flare gun. There's no going back now. The genie is out of the bottle. Tactical escape hatch allows ingress and egress from your amazing treehouse. Haze. I get it. It's mist, but I can't call it mist. This is the wacky solution to that puzzle. I've already committed this crucial intelligence memory, but a truly great field commander keeps even better records. The fuck are the marbles? When the heat is on from the government, and you need to send an encrypted message while staying off the grid, you entrust it to one of your trained carrier pigeons, the lone gunbirds. You survey the troops. There's Langley, Byers, and of course, Frohike. He's your favorite. Dear sweet Frohike. I adore him. You cherish the wind he flaps. Okay, Jude. There we go. You drop a green marble into the pouch. You drop a red marble into the pouch. Get pouch. You take the pouch with red and green marbles. Need any of this other stuff? This stuff is all treasure, plain and simple. Neat. Alright, come here, Frohike. Yeah! No! Frohike! Sorry for hold up. Unbelievable tragic disaster, over. Did you lose something else? Must soldier on, making second attempt now, over. Alright, are you sure you're over? Over and out, Frohike. You take another pouch from the drawer and load it with another red marble and another green marble. He looks so upset, like he really doesn't want to do this. Oh my god, you fucking traitor! You alright? Betrayal, over. Abandonment, over. The lowest, vilest cowardice, over. Well, can't even communicate true degree of outrage, over. Likely to jeopardize mission if emotion not suppressed, over. Incoming, over and out. Your hands are definitely not shaking as you pluck 2 more marbles from their safe, cozy compartments in the drawer and drop them into the depths of the pouch's waiting, leathery maw. Motherfucker. Better not run away. Wee. Hey. Well, third time's the charm. Success! Jeezum crow buyers, my boy. So brave, so true, so great. Are you actually just point blank losing your mind now? It would be kind of a relief after years of build-up, but you could have picked a better night for it. Mission accomplished. Buyer's champion of champions waiting for you in kitchen. Over. Why? Over? Oh, Buyers has marbles required to acquire key. Over. Alright, I guess that sort of makes sense. Here to development. Buyers being menaced. Please hurry. Over. What? Okay, I'm on it. Hurry, please, Joey. He's all I have left. Over and out. Alright. Well, Langley's a piece of shit. Ripped and Frohike, a true broski. Okay, this is what I was thinking of before. Strife. I think the pogs come in handy here. Flip the flap out. Flip skipped. Okay, damn it. Cayenne, you hear me. I get it. These are some light or something. Oh, wait. I see. Pardon me, boy. Spice to meet you. Bitch. Mixed success. Joey, thank you for tactically brilliant seasonings murder. Buyers has payload. Repeat, Buyers has payload. Over. Thanks. Do you know how I might get him down? He seems pretty terrified. Negative. Buyers simply has unfortunate mercenary streak. Should respond to enticement. Over. How do you bribe a pigeon? Sounds like setup for a riddle or perhaps joke. Over. Bye, Jude. Over and out. Oddly enough, you aren't sure these are safe for birds. After the violent strangled death of that monster, you're a little nervous about just feeding things to other things at random. Maybe there's something safe around here, like bread? Bread-like, at least. We have a toaster? Yaps. Oh, there's a graham cracker. A single graham cracker. Let's go. It's not even a graham cracker. Why do I call it a graham cracker? It's like a little saltine. All you can raid from this meager cabinet is the stalest, tiniest, worst cracker. It'll do. Success. The little fellow. Buyers, you think? Yes, you're pretty sure this is Buyers. Gobbles down the stale crackers, you tuck them in your pocket. He's got a little parcel around his neck, which you're fine with letting him hold on to until you actually figure out what you're supposed to do with it. Okay, got the marbles. Do you want me to send the pigeon back? No. Over. Okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to shout. Just worried. Please protect Buyers. His chances of surviving return trip very remote. Over. Okay, yeah, good point. Seems pretty dicey out there. Affirmative. Over. I'll just use these marbles or whatever then. I'll let you know how it goes. Affirmative. Good luck, sis. Over and out. Goddamn. Do be like that. Alright. You carefully remove the marble pouch from around his neck and, believe it or not, shove the marbles into the empty eye sockets. You discard the pouch. What an evening it's been. Spin. Take. Got what you assume to be the attic key. Got the key. Heading back to the attic now. Careful, it may not be that simple. Over. What do you mean? None of this has been simple. It's been downright convoluted. Noticing hostile elements, grouping serpents, massing. Over. Oh, geez. We'll try to back you up if possible. Remain alert, sis. Over. Always am, bro. Over and out. Oh, fuck. Run. Run, Joey, run! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Big monster. Oh, shit. Hey, wait. Ow. Rude. Oh, shit. Joey took a brutal hit. She's down for the count. You gotta find some way to distract those monsters so she can get back on her feet. Go, Jude. Yeah. Okay. Hogs. Anything you toss in there, you're never getting back. Okay. I'm getting past this behemoth. Oh, I see. Fuck. Aha! Alright. Alright, Jude, round 2. You. Da, 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 da. The same as before. Yeah. Delighted to see you. Oh my god, that cold heart. Jude! Jude! Fuck. Oh no. That's not good. He fucked it. He sure did. Thing really likes the fire. Ow! You dick. Run! Run, Joey! Fuck. Oh, there goes the attic key. Joey, come in, please. Report status. Joey, hello, it's Jude. Joey, are you okay? Joey, please, over. Yes, I'm safe. I'm in the attic. Just barely made it. Phew, over. Locked in, actually. I dropped the key. Safer in attic than rest of house. Key can be retrieved later, over. I think you were right. The way they smashed through the living room window and the front door. If I'd stayed in my room, I'd be a goner. Separated us with Vanguard. Destabilized power. Probed defenses. Finally attempted entry through multiple points of ingress. Basic siege tactics over. Wow, you're right. I'm impressed. I guess all those conspiracies you're always talking about turned out to be not fake, maybe? Too soon to tell for sure, but absolutely certain, correct, and always have been, over. This piano part is so Toby Fox, holy shit. Anyway, thanks. So I'll just hole up here for now, I guess. Are you safe in your treehouse? Did you try calling your friends or something? Didn't want to risk their involvement. Always a gamble engaging soldiers of fortune. But maybe time. Remain secure in location, ignore object under curtain, over. Sure thing, totally, Joey, please, over. Whatever you say. Definitely not going to investigate this weird thing that I have never seen before while locked in the attic with nothing else to do. Data insufficient to determine, over. Well, I'll let you know when I find out. Joey, don't talk to seriously and been over. You there? Don't go order. It's not really bad. I over. Jude, can you repeat that? Lots of static. Joey, please. I could use you to. Please do. Go portal ver. Did you say portal? The world is in crisis. If only Captain Planet were here, then the monsters could eat him and you could escape while they were distracted. Holy shit. It turns out you live in a house that has a hand in a jar in it. You must now carry this knowledge with you forever. You've left them hanging long enough. In fact, as you stare at the gross, desiccated hand in the jar, you begin to suspect that the time for you to break open this jar and slap an anonymous dead hand against your own alive hand has tragically passed. Another victim of Jude's overzealous crowbarring, no doubt. Any chance he gets to go prying and jimmying, the kid just goes nutso. Handwriting is barely legible and there's no return address, leaving you with no more information than you had before you looked at it. No, this really isn't that kind of mystery, the boring kind where you have to frequently refer to your rigorously maintained collection of shipping invoices in order to make any progress. You hate those. Since he got his first best shotgun, this one fell out of favor and now primarily functions as a home to a thick layer of attic dust. Meanwhile, its favored brother is living out a shotgun's daydream in the hands of your paw. Some very old pigeon cages. You'd suggest they be thrown out, but old cages definitely fits with the aesthetic up here. Disguising your identity and impairing your vision wouldn't really help matters much. I'm pretty sure the monsters are going to eat anybody they meet. We have a Ninja Turtle. We have... I'm not sure who that's supposed to be. We have Batman, it looks like. And then Tingle. Not totally sure, to be honest. You haven't been up here in a while. Your paw sure does keep a lot of weird crap up here. Weirder than the other crap, that is, or maybe not. Maybe all his stupid crap is basically the same. What could be behind this? You can't avoid noticing the drape rustling around, although you really wish you could. Better see what's under there now, though, before it gets the drop on you. What could possibly be in here? Some kind of creepy contraption with serpents on either side, one green and one red. Well, time to use the weird serpent key. Oh my god. Oh my god, the key's alive! Help! That was freaky. I forgot that the key did that. That's very upsetting. Hello? Got real weird real fast, didn't it? No. Holy fuck. Run! Oh, too late. Goodbye, Joey. Who's that? Hiveswap. They've swapped. That's the name. Title drop. Jeez Louise. Alright. I'm gonna go take a pee break now that we've gotten past the first part. So, BRB. Hello, I'm back. Alright. You know what? I guess we'll save. Looks kind of like the thing from your attic that brought you here. The force field is a pretty striking point of contrast, though. Maybe you can use this thing to get home somehow, please. That didn't exactly hurt, but it was kind of tingly. You don't think you'll be able to reach the portal while that force field is on. Some kind of weird electric bug. It seems to be trying to communicate. Maybe we should pick it up for a closer look. Pick up the flashing board. Words blink on the screen in an unfamiliar alphabet. For some reason, you can understand it anyway. God, what voice? I don't remember anything about this guy, so I don't remember what voice to give him. I can change it later, so I'm just gonna give him a scratchy voice. Hello, is someone there? Is this a chat room? Oh wait, that's us. I think. Wait. Is it? I don't remember. No, we'd be on the right, right? Yeah. If the moderator is present, I require some assistance, please. No, we're on the left. That's weird. Why are we on the left? I guess I'm so used to, like, modern texting stuff. Thank you. Hello, is someone there? Is this a chat room? Moderator is present. I require some assistance, please. Tetrarch. That is such a fucking Kingdom Hearts symbol. Jesus Christ. I don't remember noticing that before, but holy fuck. Put that on the new Kingdom Hearts 4 enemies. There was a huge explosion. This guy's thing is that he puts X's. That's his typing quirk. Holy fuck. Damn it, Nomura, you motherfucker. Get out of my games. Even Homestuck isn't safe. Were you harmed? Thanks for asking, although I didn't see any explosion. Well, maybe I did, sorta. The roof of your hive is totally jacked. You say so. Wait, you can see my roof? Who are you? What do you mean by my hive? Oh. Oh no. I'm so sorry, I forgot the code again. I'm really trying, I swear. It's just because I was so worried about you, I wasn't thinking it. It'll never happen again, I promise. What's going on? Nothing. All that matters is that you're okay. You are okay, right? Who are you? I'm Zephyros. Oh no, that was a test, wasn't it? Okay, I know I just said it would never happen again, and I mean that starting from now. No exceptions to the code. I'm absolutely not Zephyros. Oh, he's even got an X in his name, like a fucking Organization 13 member. Right. Where am I? Okay, yeah, I know this one for sure. You're in your basement, right? I mean, you're not there. You're somewhere else. Did I say the wrong thing? Where do you want me to tell you you are? Sorry. Why are you apologizing? It never hurts to be sorry. So, Zephyros? I'm thinking that I'm in a basement somewhere, but you think we shouldn't say that? Yeah, that's exactly right. I got it right, didn't I? If you say so. I don't suppose you know what the deal is with this huge machine with the snakes on it? It's sort of like the one in my attic. Except the one in my attic wasn't so space age and it didn't have a weird force field bubble. Attic? You know, down the hall, up the stairs, the highest room in the house. Oh, duh, more code. Sorry. Yeah, the secret weapon. Sorry about that, Tetrarch, dammit. Secret weapon? Tetrarch, dammit? Sorry, I know I keep messing up. I'm doing my best. What is Tetrarch, dammit? Your name? I mean, not your name. My name isn't Tetrarch, dammit. Of course not. Never know who might be reading. Oh geez, what was your code name again? My name is Joey. Right, I knew that. This was all my fault. I'm sorry. I had no idea things would go so wrong. Wait, what? I was going to ask you first, but then I thought maybe it was a quiz and that if I had to stop to ask you, I would fail it. So I just put the battery in the weapon like you said. What are you talking about? I thought you left that weird paper out in case it was on the crate as instructions. Weird paper? Not weird, great. The plan is great, Joey. The heiress will never expect it. I mean, I'm still not sure I get what it is exactly, but still, just proud to be entrusted with such an important duty. Hey, let me get back to you. You can hear awful slams and growls from the other side of this door. You aren't even going to try to open it. It's a futuristic forklift. It's probably what moved that giant crate here. You don't know how to drive this thing. It doesn't seem to be on anyway. Joey is not forklift certified. Confirmed. You attempt to do something with the tablet and this control panel, but you don't know how. Maybe talk to that guy again. Zephyros. That can't be his real name, right? Mentioned something about a weird paper on the floor. He was being pretty weird himself, but you get the sense it might be kind of important. Maybe, if you stretch all your problem-solving skills to their limit, you might be able to find the paper that is clearly lying on that chunk of crate right there in plain view. You pick up a hand-drawn, scribbled-on diagram of the portal, showing how the pieces fit together. Hey, I found the paper you were talking about, so what do I do with it? Okay, give me a minute. I know this. I'm really sorry. I didn't think you'd be quizzing me right after what happened. I swear I'll prepare better next time. It's okay. Wow, really? Yes, really. It's not a quiz. I have no idea what any of this means. Oh, geez, is it a test? No. I seriously have no idea what's going on here. I've never seen this thing before. What is it telling me? I'm doing my best, but I don't know what you want me to do. Please tell me what you want me to say. So this paper seems like some kind of schematic for the portal I just came through. Looks kind of familiar, not just the portal, but the paper itself. I don't know how that would be possible, though. Anyway, is that right? This is a diagram for the snake machine? Well, if I remember right, that thing is a guide to the weapon. The weapon? You mean this snake portal? Oops, the code. Okay, yes, the portal. Can I unlock the snake machine with this? Is that what I do? Unlock the snake machine. Oh, the serpent security program for your highest power hexagrid. Yes, if that's what you want, Tetrarch. You can always do whatever you want. Wow. Well, that being said, will that help me get out of here? Exactly. I mean, I guess I can kind of, okay, so, Homestuck lore, this color of blood is above this color of blood in the hierarchy, which I think is why he's so, like, submissive, and seems like he's walking on eggshells, but it's not that much. It's one step higher, if I remember right. Or is... Yeah, it's only one step higher, right? Anyway. Just put all 10 fingers on the back of your tablet until the control panel uplink executes. X10? Oh no, I'm in trouble. I did exactly what I'm not supposed to. This was the test and I blew it, of course you remember, and I definitely shouldn't have said any of that. I'm so sorry. It's hard to keep up with these espionage rules sometimes. Okay, I'll just go check that out. I'm so sorry, Tetrarch. I'm just gonna leave you to whatever it is that you do. Place all 10 of your fingers on the back of the tablet and approach the control panel. Hey, some kind of password entry program appears on the screen. It's a bug. I can't read Alternian, so I don't know what that says. But there is an alphabet that you can look up for that. Hell yeah. Snake time. It probably just said snake, actually. Hey. Nice. I did not realize the bug that, oh, holy shit, that the forklift was bug themed. Hey, it's a Lucis. We should probably run. Hey, Xerox, are you there? I don't know how I feel about the codename Xerox. It's pretty close to Zephyrus, don't you think? I mean, imagine I called you damn it. Not that I would ever do that, sorry. Okay, I don't really know what to say to any of that. Sorry! It's fine, stop apologizing. It's actually really annoying when you do that all the time, FYI. Oh. Sorry. Still less pitiful and disgusting than Tavros somehow, though. Forget about it. I just wanted to ask you about the security console. I played the game on it, but all that happened was a forklift drove straight into the force field and exploded. Well, your forklift exploded? Yeah, it's not mine though. Is it yours? I'm sorry I wrecked it. No, of course not. I mean, do you want me to take it? Because it's broken? I wouldn't mind. I mean, whatever. Up to you. Alright. And then a weird monster menaced me into this other room and there's only one door? This is kind of a bad situation. Weird monster? Yeah, that deer cat thing. Deer cat thing? Are you having a fight with your Lucis? Not that it's any of my business. Lucis? What you call that thing? I barely got away with my life. Wait a minute. Are you actually not Tetrarch Damick? No, I'm Joey. Joey Claire. I don't know what's going on. There's a bunch of big computers and boxes and I don't know where I am or who you are, but you kept acting like you knew what was going on. What are you doing with Tetrarch's tablet? Do you mean this Trapper Keeper laptop? I found it on the floor. Oh no. Is Tetrarch Damick there? Maybe I could talk to him instead, please. Please give the tablet to Tetrarch Damick, please. I don't know who Tetrarch Damick is. I don't know who you are. Could you look for him, please? Okay, yeah, I'll just root around in this room that's filled with guns. Okay, thanks. Ooh, boy. Zephyrus is a piece of work. That's a lot of boxes, crates, miscellaneous containers, etc. Pretty mundane stuff, in your honest opinion. Not your first box stack rodeo. Hey, it's Zephyrus and Tetrarch. And there's Tetrarch playing the drums. Spoilers, they have a band together. This seems to be a map, but you don't recognize the shapes of any of the landmasses depicted on it, or, well, actually, now that you think about it, they maybe do look kind of familiar, but you're not sure where you would have seen them before. You don't really know what this is all about. You would kind of like to never find out, please. Did you find him? No? Oh no. I don't know what to do. What should I do? Oh my god. Why on earth are you asking me? What's Earth? What? Oh my god. Jude, is that you? Is this another one of your stupid practical jokes? This isn't funny. No, I'm Zephyros. Okay, Zephyros, tell me what's going on. I don't really know. Actually, I'm kind of upset because you're yelling and that makes it harder to think. I know I'm not very smart or good at anything, but I really am trying my best. I'm sorry. I can't believe this. I'm the one who just got shot through space into an alien nightmare horror house, and you expected me to make you feel better? Look, we all have self-esteem issues, but there's a time and a place for pathetic groveling, and it is not while I'm trying to not be devoured by alien monsters. Wait, you're an alien? I'm 2 seconds away from throwing this disgusting joke machine into any one of several of the massive piles of armed and dangerous garbage around me. Wait, no, don't! This is so exciting. I've never met an alien before. I'm like seriously losing it. Most trolls never meet aliens until they go off planet to conquer them. What? Oh, okay, but like, you could be messing with me. Are you messing with me? The Tetrarch says I have to stop being so trusting. Oh, I know. Say something only an alien would say. I'm going to tap dance your sad little nerd body into the ground if you don't cut out this stupid baby nonsense right now. That's... Did you understand what I was asking? That was sort of a normal thing to say. No, it wasn't. That was not a nice thing to say at all. Sorry. This is a little nuts. And the deer cat maybe got me a little rattled. So you're not an alien. No, I am. I mean, if this seriously isn't Earth. Which, between the snake machines and the deer cat and the sci-fi technology, I'm willing to believe. Plus, there were some other monsters earlier, so I'm having that kind of day. Monsters! Yeah, I managed to get past them barely. Oh, you're so cool. You're like on a real adventure. Wait, what color is your blood? What kind of question is that? I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to be disrespectful. I just wanted to be sure I knew before I made a mess of things. Okay, it's red. Really? Me too. Awesome. We could even be friends. This is so cool. Hey, maybe I could even help you. How? The Tetrarch's Lucis knows me. Hell, he'll calm down if I can get over there. By Lucis, you mean the deer cat monster? Yes. That's wonderful. Thank you. Yeah, except, I don't know. I'm still worried this might all be a big test. A test? I don't follow. Sorry. Boy, it is getting kind of frustrating having to say that over and over. Tetrarch is always testing me. If this is the final exam of secrecy stuff and I blow it, he's gonna be really disappointed. Oh, I know. If you can prove you're an alien, I'll come over and help you out. Do you want me to say more alien things? No, I mean, I have no way to verify if those are true or not. Oh, send me a picture of you. I don't have any photos with me, and anyway, how can I get it to you? I'm trapped in here by that monster. Aren't you using the Tetrarch's tablet? Take the picture with that and... Take the pics with that and exmit it. Trans. What is the X supposed to be there? I don't know. That one's going over my head. Pics, exmit. Pictures, transmit. Why is the X trans? I don't understand that one. Like, I guess technically I figured it out, but like I don't understand how an X is trans. Anyway, God, these typing quirks or something. I mean, there's worse ones in Homestuck proper, but like fucking Equius is kind of annoying to read. Okay, that's kind of a weird ass Xerox, but I'll give it a shot. Here goes. Holy fuck. Also, is he red blood or rust blood? I thought he was a rust blood, but I could be remembering wrong. Because he said his blood is red, but I don't know if his blood's red, then it makes him a mutant. His name is Zephyros Trito. That's close enough to my name. You are having a difficult evening. Okay, no, he's rust blood. Okay, I was gonna say I don't remember him being a red blood. Also, congrats on the new PC, Ian. You are having a difficult evening. Just one of many in a predictably difficult life because you are rust blood trash. You just witnessed beams of red and green energy erupt from the hive of your best friend Tetrarch Damic right before a squadron of Imperial drones snatched up half your neighbors. So it's safe to say your revolutionary efforts are not going great. Oh, and it seems you received a package. Oh wait, I didn't see the package there. Open it. You open the package. Inside is the Flarp manual. This edition of Flarp is focused on spy games, intrigue, and rebellion. Tetrarch Damic modeled a lot of his underground resistance ideas after this system. Alright, let's go inside. Zephyros does totally looks like a lead singer, actually, now that I look at him. Like, he looks like the lead singer of like a metalcore band. Specifically. I've already tidied your butler training materials, even the ones you used to tidy the other ones. You use these to practice your budding powers of telekinesis. Yeah, metalcore. I guess metalcore is like type of metal which is close enough to rock, I guess. We can stretch that. That works. It's not very good yet, but you showed these spoons who's boss. You don't use your hands to bend spoon, use the power of imagination. Imagination. By which you mean your weak, unreliable psychic powers. Your Where Grid study scroll. To be honest, only indigos really care about what fork goes where, and they crush anything they pick up anyway. Yeah, fair enough. Pretty much I've got this memorized already. It's like a fork, fork, mega fork, micro fork, knife fork, fool's fork, and that about covers it. Neat. You're reminded of the week Tetrarch Damek made you sleep on the floor as a training exercise. It was hard at first, and maybe he could have told you it was a training exercise beforehand instead of just saying sleep on the floor until I tell you otherwise, but it really toughened you up. You can sleep anywhere now. The Tetrarch is always making sure you're prepared for anything. Neat. For those that don't know, trolls sleep in goo. Arena stickball has always been the only time you really feel like yourself. And when you're out on the Velvet, your brawler defending you against the opposing prowlers and zappers, and you guys thinking about it too much makes you a little sad now. Looking at the dozer always helps you get to sleep, and looking at the snow globe always makes you nervous. I get it. You know, it's not a real one, but still. That's a reference to Snowman. You'll never forget the season your arena stickball team took 3rd place in the Outglut Grub League. But just in case you do, this featureless white orb is here to remind you. Oh. That has plot implications. But I don't know if that's actually going to come up and be important. Or if it's just like a little reference to Doc Scratch. Every low blood who ever picked up a mic dreams of competing on Slam or Get Cold. The winner leaves their unhappy life behind for fame, fortune, and the love of millions. The losers leave their unhappy lives behind for relatively certain death. It's your tablet. You use it for pretty much everything. Your auto-tune mic is plugged into it. The Grubbles is, if you buck, we won't trouble. To resist throwing fists while you sift through the rubble. It's sort of hard to spit your quasi-revolutionary rhymes with any real fire while dressed in your butler uniforms, though. Damek says you're subversively transforming the rags of oppression into the fatigues of the revolutionary through your jams, but you're kind of worried your performances will be drowned out by sarcastic orders to polish the silver. I appreciate what Damek's going for. It's your tablet. You use it for pretty much all computing needs. Perfect device for a kid on the go, except you spend most of your time at home, so it usually just stays right here in your room. Unfortunately, a kid on the go is probably exactly what you are now. You really should grab it. Besides, your mic is plugged into it, and you're sure not going to leave that behind. You have there both tablet and mic with one practice motion. They're attached, so the motion probably didn't require as much practice as you think. I like to think this is the troll equivalent of a Blue Yeti. But it looks too fancy to just be a Blue Yeti. You then proceed to have this conversation again from the other side. Oh wait, did I skip something? Anyway, whatever. It's all news to Zephyros, but it'd be a little dull to read the whole thing over again. Let's just pick up where we left off. Do you want me to say more alien things? No, I mean, I have no way to verify if those are true or not. Oh, send me a picture of you. And then she sends the picture. What a lovely picture. Oh yeah, you're definitely an alien. Or you have some strange collection of grotesque physical and mental diseases. Either way, you need my help. Okay, that much is definitely true. I'm pretty sure I heard the monster scratching at the door. It's probably hungry. Anyway, man, if you're an alien, we gotta get you out of here. The heiress hates aliens. The what? The heiress. Well, she's awful and controls everything, basically. I mean, I doubt she's ever met one. But to hear her talk, she hates aliens as much as she hates lowbloods. Which I guess you also are. You're practically a member of the Resistance already. I'm not sure whether to be really confused or really concerned about you. Do you need help? One time when things got really bad with my brother, my babysitter took him to the doctor and it seemed to help. What's a brother? Wow, you are so lucky. I really don't know. Okay, I'm definitely concerned. Being concerned is what friends are for. Being concerned is what friends do for each other. I've never had anyone but Tetrarch Damick be concerned about me before. Oh, jeez. I bet the other Tetrarchs will be extremely excited to hear there's an alien helping us now. Sure. But I'm sort of pretty focused on not being killed by that monster in the other room at the moment. That's kind of my main deal right now. I don't really have a lot of time for anything else. Right, yeah, of course. I'll help you. And the Tetrarch too, because, well, I think, okay, I hope this is also helping him somehow. Which reminds me, we really shouldn't be talking like this. Like, what? Tetrarch Damick says we always have to assume our communications are being monitored. And this is exactly the kind of conversation I shouldn't be having. Oh man, I better hurry up and get over there. On my way now. Please don't message me anymore, it's dangerous. BRB, in person I mean. Nice. Cleaning supplies, the noble instruments of your future career, you guess. It kind of depresses you to keep them anywhere you like to have fun, so you just dump them at the end of the hallway. Just your faithful old scour dray, which you haven't bothered draining recently. Inside of it, resifluid and floor filth coalesce to make a repugnant gray sludge. In contrast to Tetrarch Damick's percussive machismo, your stage persona is more skittish, as if you're vaguely terrified of the implications of your own pseudo-revolutionary rhymes, which is not far off the mark, as one of the implications could be your execution. This was a great night. Damick insisted you have half the flavor disc. Your Lucis took this picture, a delightful trick he has never repeated. You guys have a lot of fun in the studio, as evidenced by this candid selfie Tetrarch Damick told you to take. Look at you, so carefree. You wish you were gearing up to play right now. You were so excited to show him that branch. He ate all the leaves in one very slow bite, and you were left with a pretty decent hive mind Cubat. Your first Cubat you ever had, actually. Nice. Your smear spinner has gotten a lot of use lately. Why, just look at that even glisten of mucus on the floor. Beautiful. You could almost take pride in it. You could find something to protect yourself with before descending into the violent unknown of your own hive, preferably a weapon you know well. Pause right at the height of exciting sports. Nothing like a little recessed tabletop arena stickball with your best bud. Too bad he's not around right now. Maybe later. Try to pull your Cubat free, but it seems you wedged it in there a little too tight. Oops. You'll need to find something to help you pry it loose. They release a new arena stickball game grub like 6 times a sweep, and every time you buy it, like a sucker, and act surprised when nothing's different. It's like, what are they going to do? Change the rules? We were just talking about that at the last Nintendo Power stream. You can't open the sports vault with your hands. Try thinking before you act. Your splay sack, a chair bag filled with soap or slime. Proximity to the slime helps you relax without actually making you fall asleep, like your Recuperacoon does. Some trolls actually eat soap or slime, which helps them be really stupid at GameT. You've taken some pretty good thumps to the nug bone in your day. The pusher is the only player allowed to score, so they're prime targets for the opposing defense. That helmet's so worn out that it's basically worthless except for its sentimental value, which is still pretty low. Alright, we need something to open that with. Mm-hmm. No doubt about it. Packing one of these bad boys would increase your blunt force offensive rating by a whole 15 points. Well, there was something in here about how to get it loose. The Thrash Thrust Snow Globes are the best team to ever play the sport of lords. And that is simply all there is to say on the matter. Playing for them is your dream. Was, you guess. Sports Vault. Just a huge heavy vault themed with sports. Arena stickball specifically, and obviously. It's the only place in the hive you can store food for your Lucis. He's so strong he could easily break into any other hiding place. It has a special telekinesis-based interface. It tends to wear you out a little, and the combination is pretty hard to remember. You drop some rebellious anti-establishment rhymes about vaults and your Lucis, and some other half-formed concepts about the caste system. Pretty solid, but the vault has having none of it. Where the heck do I get a screwdriver from? Maybe if your hallway is really clean, the drones will stop trying to burn your neighborhood down and kill you. There's that rust blood moxie. Let's look at more of these. Kind of wish you could live somewhere with more trees, and maybe then he'd be less asleep always. Like most things in your life, though, you didn't really have much say in the matter. Tetrarch had you act out scenes from some of your favorite action movies, which just so happen to be his favorite action movies too. You're lucky to have a Moira who really pushes you. This is from the 12th Perigree's Eve, when Dammit gave you the auto-tune mic he made. This was his way of letting you know he'd started a band and that you were the singer, and also that your voice could use a little help. You still can't believe they got a shot of you at the exact moment you clobbered the clover. What a lucky break. He was always giving you leaves to eat. You would munch on them for his benefit mostly. Come to think of it, though, you have always been pretty strong. Could those bitter leaves you gnawed on as a wiggler have something to do with that? When you were just a little wiggler, curling up with your Lucis made you feel safe when the world seemed scary, which was often. Geez, come to think of it, the two of you haven't played on the tree in a long time. Maybe that's why he's been so lazy. Well, at least it looks like the two of you will both be getting some exercise in the immediate future. Door to your Lucis shed, where your Lucis sleeps in theory. In practice, though, he sleeps wherever the hell he wants. Sometimes in a branch, sometimes in less convenient places. Oh, wait. I think I remember. Can't quite let the cube out with telekinesis. The best pushers can, but you're not one of them. Here we go. Wee telekinesis. Wow. Crabs. Oh fuck. You fucked up. Oh, that's a rough one. It can be hard to remember the path when you're already concentrating under shaky telekinesis. Helps if you have some kind of guide on hand. You've got just a thing, but you don't think it's in this room. You play Pusher, of course. Burgundies are ideally suited to this position because of their telekinetic powers and their ability to commune with dead players. Also, Pusher is the most dangerous position, and no one really cares if Rustbows get killed. That's right, practice makes almost adequate. That's the Burgundy way. Mind flexes with the pulsing might of your phenomenal telekinetic powers. And you've been a tiny little silver spoon without even using your little grubby fingers. Big tough guy. Better bring this along just in case you run into any bent soup. You could lightly jostle your clothes on their hangers, but it doesn't sound like it'd be worth the nosebleed. Oof. You attempt to wrench loose the chandelier with a devastating blast of telekinetic might. You fail to succeed, but you do succeed to fail. That's one way to look at it. Last time you attempted to pull the stunt, you accidentally tipped the bucket and spilled Scourgery resin fluid all over the place. Your skills haven't improved much since then, so you'd better move along before you make another mess. You wedged the bent spoon in between the hilt and the wall, and... Yes, you got the Cubat. This thing packs a wallop, especially when the tip is chalked and it's carried by you. Cubat is way too big for the precise, delicate, intellectual sports maneuvers necessary to solve the sports fault locking mechanism. Fair enough. You know, maybe scour bristling isn't so bad if you think of the scour bristle as a Cubat and imagine that the dirt on the floor is actually the opposing team during the championship finals. Scores tied, 30 seconds on the clock, it's all down to the wire, and no, you're just not feeling this at all, sorry. Scour bristling sucks forever. Each of the different balls has their own unique effect, although since it's actually a lighting fixture, not a real set of balls, you're distracted with your Cubat like you just considered doing. The only effect they produce would be broken glass and probable electrocution. Many's the time you imagined taking your Cubat to all this depressing junk, smashing it to unrecognizable pieces would feel so good for a few minutes. Then you'd remember that you need this stuff to practice your buttling, which you need to be good enough at to pass your trials, or you'll be cold. And this stuff is expensive. If anything happened to it, it'd be a sweep or two before you could afford another set. You don't have a sweep or two to spare. Yep, that's your arena stickball gear, especially made to take hits from any and all stickball hazards. Getting burned by the match chip or blasted by the opposing zapper or mauled by a Lucis controlled by the opposing wrangler, or really any number of other things. It doesn't take any of those hits especially well, of course, but it does take them. I think we can go downstairs now, because we have our thing, yeah. Here. You subscribe to a wide variety of hit periodicals, Arena Stickball Illustrated, Grubbs Diurnally. Those are actually the only titles you know. The rest always incorporate the magazine's name on the cover into some sick graphic design to the point that you can't actually tell what the name is. This one with the graffiti of a muscle beast throwing up is usually about movies, though. Your Imperial Edict mandated portrait of the heiress. She rules your planet with a perfectly manicured golden fist. You know it's perfectly manicured because she recently issued an Imperial memorandum about all her new nail art. The drones outside are doing her dirty work. She'll have a shiny top coat of blood after tonight, all of it common-hued, you're sure. Classic Mina. As a Rustblood, you're not permitted to have luxurious circular discs, only the standard hexagons. Also, for reference, this is Betty Crocker. Since I mentioned that earlier, sort of. These launch planks aren't full of soap or slime or anything like that. They're just comfortable horizontal surfaces suited to either the sitting or lying prone positions. You designed your hive around this tree, hoping it would grow along with you and your Lucis. Fair enough. Too dangerous to leave this way. The drones could see you. Safest bet is to go through the back door. They'll probably spot you there too, but, well, your hive only has so many doors. There we go. You pick up your pusher playbook. Now, if a situation arises where you need to remember a particular play, you'll be well equipped to do so. You resolve to keep an eye out for just such a contrivance. Dang it, your Lucis is sleeping somewhere totally inconvenient again. Come on, wake up. Zoo smell? We'll go with zoo smell. Since that's a reference. You don't currently have any unagitated grub slurry that needs agitating in your grub slurry agitator. Whatever you do, though, you always know right where to go. That's a thing that I definitely understood. When you're feeling especially rebellious, you wish all the good toppings weren't reserved for high bloods. Grub juice hydration cylinders. Inside these cylindrical containers is grub juice, which can be used for hydration and restoring reserves of psychic power. You pick up the grub juice hydration cylinders. Nice. Now if you need a quick restorative for your psychic stamina, you'll just have that in your hand instead of not having it like some kind of chump. Always useful in case you need to whip up a souffle. You're bad at that, but it's a mandatory part of your future job. These are still in here. Bioslaw really doesn't keep well. Eating an unranged cluck beast ova is a great way to fill your acid tubes with horrifying parasites who probably wouldn't get along with your benevolent parasites or your benign parasites. So many parasites. So little time. Alright, let's go back. Up the stairs. To the room. Here we go. Now we can do it right. Look at him go. Nice. Now I can get the sloth treats. What a trial that was. Luckily, he has a slow metabolism. You grabbed the sloth treats. You know just what to do with these. Alright, let's go. Oop. Got just the thing to get it moving. Here you go, Zoo Smell. Adorable. Love this big guy. All right. Whoa. What is that? Oh. Scratchware received. All future messages to and from this device are protected from third-party surveillance as a special one-time offer. All past messages are protected as well. Do you agree that you are already subject to the terms of service? Yes. Lovely. Classic Doc. Kaboom. And he died. The end. Rip Zephyros. Oh fuck, a perfectly generic object. Crazy. Wait, why is it glowing like that? Hello? Hey Joey, it's Joey, right? Yeah, that's right. And you're Xerox. Actually, no, I'm Zephyros. Oh, oops. Are you okay? What's going on? I thought we weren't supposed to talk. Yeah, something weird happened though. I think it's safe now. What do you mean? Real quick, do you have a green and white symbol on your chat window now? Oh, hey, yeah, that wasn't there before. Okay, I think we're safe then. To chat anyway. Okay, good. I still don't quite get what the danger is, but I guess I'm gonna need to trust you if I have any hope of getting out of here. Well, some bad news for that front. A missile hit my hive and I'm buried in the debris in my lawn ring. A missile? I heard a big heavy thump a minute ago. Is that related? Oh yeah, that was probably that missile that nearly killed me. You might help way more than I do right now. You need help way more than I do right now. I don't want to be a bother, but I was about to say something to those effects. I mean, Thanks, Domi. I appreciate it. Also, I hope you're doing well. I was gonna say I'm sorry I can't help you anymore, and we're both stuck waiting to find out if the flames or the drones will reach us first. Nuts to that. I'm gonna save you. Aren't you stuck? In a home, Ethan? I was, but that missile knocked some boxes over that I don't think I could have moved on my own. So, in a weird way, it kind of helped. Boxes? Yeah, they were blocking a vent shaft. I'm gonna climb up there and see where it leads. Wow, you're kind of like a real-life action hero. Wow. Oh, shucks. I want to help you the way you were gonna help me. And you were putting yourself at a lot more risk than I realized. I repeat. I've been meaning to ask, what the heck does that mean? Oh, you can use letters and numbers to make a little face. Tetrarch Damick told me he likes it when I smile. That's so cute and gay. We have those where I'm from, but I don't know what the X means. Oh, those are my horns. Your horns? Yeah. Like the guy on this screensaver? I think so. It's probably not me though, but those are real? Do you not have horns? I thought they were out of frame. No, I don't have horns. Jeez. What a question. That's so weird and cool. And you really are an alien. I never thought I'd meet one. Well, today's your lucky day. Or I mean, it really seems to not be that, but you understand what I'm going for here. I think so, yeah. I'll be there as quick as I can, so apply pressure to the wounds and try not to move too much. It's okay. The weight of the rebel crushing my body is pressing down on my wounds and preventing me from moving at all. Man, Xerox, buddy, you've really got to work on your concept of what's okay. Big gun. Let's see. Don't really know what any of this stuff is, but it all makes you extremely uncomfortable. Like the tablet, you seem to be able to read the text, but you'd kind of rather not. It's Mina being evil. Okay. I don't see any place to put this weird glowing cube, which is just fine since you don't want that door to open up anyway. The huge monitor seems to be all set for weird energy, which is what this cube positively radiates. Hopefully not literally, but almost certainly. You hope this weird little cube isn't also full of all that twisty business. All that twisty business up there on the screen in the thing. The doors weather your staccato fury with nary a tremble. Try removing the rocks with the power of your mind, but your mind is not very powerful. RIP. Let me... There we go. I don't remember what to do here. Sketchy diagram is... This weird high-tech map clearly have nothing to do with one another. You're pretty much certain of that. Wow, is this how buyers see the world from high overhead? His powerful brain calcula... You couldn't keep that up any longer. The hint count function is currently unavailable. There's no response. I didn't even know that was a hint function. I just tried it because I wasn't sure what to do. Uh... Hmm. Two seem to be based on entirely different technology. For instance, the alien one is glowing wild. Hmm. Already tried that. I don't remember what to do here. Mm-hmm. As soon as you find a good use for telekinesis, the scrub juice will come in. Hmm. Oh, shit. I didn't even see that. Great. Now I just feel silly. Go, Joey, go. Most of the way through the game, I think. Hey, I made it through that vent shaft. Wow, that's pretty exceptional. Well, gosh, thank you. It was a little creepy and, in retrospect, fairly dangerous. Or shall I say it was more dangerous than I expected? Well, I'd rather you didn't, honestly. Oh, I'm sorry. No, it's okay, but typing quirks are sort of... I've noticed you don't really have one, but they're kind of thing that's exclusive to, you know... I mean, it's okay if they're used occasionally by someone you're close to. No offense, I don't know you that well yet. Oh, I see. Well, I am sorry. I'll know better from now on. No, I'm probably being weird about it. I'm sorry. You had no way of knowing. Except for us, it's okay to tell people when they do something that bothers you. Better to express how you feel than sit on it forever while the other person has no idea. What kind of foundation for a friendship would that be? Oh, yeah, you're right. By the way, how much rubble are you covered in exactly? Not really sure how I'm going to get you out of there. Oh, that won't be too hard if you can find my hover pod. It's around there somewhere. I used it to move my Lucis around, but Tetrick Damick borrowed it. To move some guns, I think, or maybe his drums. Oh, bad timing, huh? Well, I mean, that was a couple sweeps ago, so I guess it's pretty much his now. You know what they say, your hive is my hive. Actually, that's mostly what the Tetrarch says as he's taking my stuff. Okay, that's nice, but where's the hover pad exactly? Oh, right, sorry. It's fine, I just don't want you to bleed to death or whatever while typing. I think it's probably in the Tetrarch's loft above his respite block. Do you know where you are now? Not really, but... kind of dark and creepy? I don't know it. I don't want to make you anxious, but that describes, every block of the Tetrarch's hive. Great. I'll message you when I've made some more progress, I suppose. Okay, yeah. I think I'm about to pass out for bloodlust, so I'm gonna chill out for a little while. Hang in there. I'll find the hover pad soon. Looks like some kind of big, weird book. You see the medium book of beasts, a small book of beasts, and several beasts collected in random order in a book. No dice. You guess it's out of power, maybe? Well, alright. Best case scenario, this grotesque sack of goo is some sort of alien bathtub that someone forgot to drain. Worst case scenario, it's an extremely poisonous toilet. You pick up the, let's see, looks like this is the Big Book of Beasts. You flip through, glimpsing tons of monsters at various levels of weird, cute, scary, and spectacular. You can use this to learn more about the weird alien life on this weird alien planet. Neat. Oh cool, more guns. Thrilling. Hey, you can see the portal from here, right through this giant hole you made when you inadvertently laser beamed yourself into Damik's home. You hope you're not responsible for any of this damage. This looks like some kind of safe, you guess? Hard to be sure given your current surroundings, but it seems to fit the usual profile. Damik seems pretty paranoid. Even if you could crack this safe, it probably wouldn't be safe to do so. The beautiful deer cat looks like the deer cat, but are they common here or something? Good question. This desk is in pretty lousy shape on account of the guns piled on top of it. If you need to get any last minute paperwork done, look elsewhere. Right. Q power. And now it's out of power. Uh-oh. Hey. Hi, Joey. How's it going? Not great. I accidentally put everything in lockdown, or maybe it was in lockdown before and I somehow got past one door. That's probably it. The Tetrarch has extremely high security. What's the deal? Is he really paranoid, or is your planet really dangerous? It must be if everyone's house is full of guns. Actually, my hive is pretty different. It's a lot cleaner for one thing, and it has a tree growing in it for my Lucis, and there's no guns. That sounds really nice. What does he even have? What does he even need so many guns for anyway? Well, I guess it's okay to tell you since you're another Rustblood, but don't tell anyone else. It's a major secret. I don't know a single other person on your entire planet. Oh, right. Okay, but yeah. So, we're rebelling. It's okay, you can take a minute. I know it's a lot to process. Rebelling against what? The man? No, the heiress is a girl. Interesting that... I assume that wasn't her doing. That it typed it in that color on its own. Which is I assume referencing by the man, and it being that color, it's a reference to Doc Scratch. No, the heiress girl. Oh, right, you're an alien, okay. Some context. The heiress is a murdering tyrant who holds our whole planet in her wicked Finny fist. Finny? Yeah, she's a sea dweller and a fuchsia blood, one of only two. The other one, well, she's really far away all the time, leading the conquest of other galaxies or whatever. Which is lucky for us because she's incredibly powerful. Not so lucky for the people in the other galaxies, though. Huh? Oh yeah, that's true. But anyway, the heiress is enough to deal with. The other Highbloods follow her, and of course she has her drone army. Well, of course. Ain't that always just the way? Yeah. I was kidding. I don't know what Highbloods or drone armies are. I don't know what Highbloods or drone armies or anything are. I hate to be all, hi, I'm new here on your planet. Can you gradually bring me up to speed on literally everything? Watch in amazement as I stun you with my penetrating cluelessness. Feast your eyes on my badly executed jokes. You're pretty upbeat about all this. I think if I was suddenly shot across the galaxy or whatever, I'd be flipping out. Aren't you currently bleeding out under a ton of rocks? I guess so. It's kind of annoying to have no idea what's going on. Okay, well, the drones are the things flying around outside. They'll take us into custody if they see us, assuming they don't kill us outright by firing missiles into our bodies until we're dead. Oh. Yeah. Okay, well, a lot of this can wait until you get to safety. Until we get you to safety. I'm gonna go find your hover pad now. Talk to you soon. hole is what you get when you build an elevator into your house while at the same time not caring if people fall down holes. The platform is down in the basement. You can still hear the sound of that wild animal below. A computer. You wonder if Damick ever makes his own video games as a means of hashing out his problems like Clarissa does. Clarissa is so cool. I don't know, but I know a yellow blood that does that. You won't get any information you need researching a model. You need to study the real thing. Okay, this is getting a little ridiculous. Who locks the door to their kitchen? Is he worried someone is going to steal his... Okay, there's no way he eats bugs, right? Oh, gross. Someone left the food out. A big bug got into it, or he eats bugs, possibly. That's all anyone here eats. You really, really wish you'd eaten something before you got here. Wow, big screen TV. You're kind of blown away. This Tetrarch Damick guy is obviously some kind of millionaire moneybags. No VCR, though. Weird. Oops. Ugh. The feed on the top TV monitor looks like the room you were in a moment ago. It's weird to see from this perspective. Also, the room looks slightly different than you remember. The left one seems to be an error message. But you don't recognize the other two at all. Wait, is that Sephiroth in the bottom one? His big monster parent thing is helping him out, and that's... You are supremely creeped out. The Tetrarch likes to keep a close eye on his boyfriend. This imagery is completely opaque to you. It must have some sort of deep cultural significance to the inhabitants of this world. I don't remember what to do here. Oh wait, there we go. Damick has gone back and forth between the Grubbles and the Grubbles. The Grubbles with LES or the Grubbles ELS several times. The Grubbles LES seems to be the current favorite though, at least until he crosses out and writes the other one beneath it. Don't find anything about buyers in here because he's just a little earth pidge. Let's see. Be cool if this futuristic computer automatically sensed your movements and provided some accompanying music, but it doesn't. Or maybe it usually does, but it's locked down right now. Maybe it will someday. Dare to dream. Don't remember what to do next. Look. Game controller looks really weird. Must be third party. If Jude were here, this is the one you'd make him use. Nice. Nope, he's still stuck. This hole is not a pet, it is simply a round absence of floor. Fair enough. Let him go down there. You're not confident he'd be able to find his way back, and yeah, he'd just have to follow the light, but Byers isn't as smart as most moths. Oh, you think I'm smart? Oh, damn it, doesn't have a surge protector. What a fucking psycho. Hey, the tablet's doing the thing again. Oh, damn it. Should have known. Now there's two of us. Hey, Xerox, you there? Can't really go anywhere else with the debris slowly crushing my body. Oh, fright, sorry. It's okay. It doesn't sound okay. Try not to move too much. Okay, I'll try. I'm going to pass out a little now. Wait, real quick. I'm having trouble with this security puzzle, you could call it. I solved the one in the basement, no sweat, but this one seems kind of different. Security puzzle. Do you mean the serpent room that Tetrarch Damick rigged up to his power hexagrid? I wouldn't have used those words, but if you think that's what I'm talking about, that probably is. There's another one? A different one? I think so. The start screen is different anyway. Power's still on, so I don't know what it would be connected to. Cybersecurity, probably. He's always tinkering with it to make it more complex. Yeah, for the one in the basement, I only had to eat the letters, but now they're different? There's different letters to eat, but I don't know what letters to eat, if that makes sense. Oh, it's probably XXXXXXX. Oh, really? Wait, no, sorry, I meant XXXXX. Oh, yeah, I got it. No, that's not it. What? Or what? I'm typing it in, but it keeps getting changed to a bunch of X's. Maybe it's that new security software installed? It must stop me from posting my password to the chat. Really? Let me try. Mrs. Taylor Thomas 80. Can you see that? Mrs. Taylor Thomas 80? OMG, what's that? No, you told me it would turn into X symbols. Well, you're using Tetrarch's tablet. It wouldn't know your password. I can't believe I did that. Hey, Chad, if you type your credit card number in, it'll turn into X's. Ha 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 ha. Just kidding. For legal reasons, that's a joke. Sorry, I'm going home. I can never show my face on this planet again. Oh my god, that's crazy. Mrs. Taylor Thomas 80 seems like a nice password. I'd never guessed that. You must be really smart, Joey. No, apparently I'm super stupid. What's so embarrassing about it? Everybody makes mistakes. It's just... well, I guess it's the name of a boy I like. Really? Don't tell anyone, but that's my password too. Oh? Do you have a girl you like? No, it's a boy. Gay, 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 gay. Let's go. I forgot there was just full-on gay in this. Oh, for some reason I thought you were a boy all this time. I am. Oh, huh. So, not to rush you or anything, but I'm still dying in rocks about the security console. Yeah, about that. Can you give me a hint? It's the name of our band, but there's a couple different ways to spell it. That's pretty weird. Yeah, we keep going back and forth between the Grubbles, ELS, and the Grubbles, LES. I actually don't know which one it is right now. Wait, I'll scout around to see if I can find something. Try to have it written down somewhere or something, right? I hope so. I'm gonna conserve my strength a little bit, maybe. Getting kind of dead. Hang in there. I'll be there as soon as I can. Which one was the current one? I don't remember, actually. That's a fun thing for the puzzle. LES is currently it. Oh wait, I need to actually look at the Alternian spelling. Let me take a picture. Hey, take a picture, it'll last longer. Alright. Cool. Alright, G. Top one. His handwriting kind of sucks. Oh god, I did that on accident. Okay. No. Okay, that's correct. This would help if I knew Alternian already. Or it'd be easier if I did. Let me delete that now. Uh-oh. Hello, Lucis. Good Lucis? Happy Lucis? Don't hurt me. Yeehaw! Well, I figured out the game, but the monster chased me into, I'm fairly confident this is the kitchen. It's really gross, but anyway, keeping you informed. Monster. Wait, sorry, I'm a little woozy. The deer cat. Oh, yeah, now I remember. The Tetrarch's Lucis. Okay, sure. Hey, while we have a second, maybe you can fill me in on what that means? What means? What's a Lucis? Wow. What? That's just about the saddest thing I ever heard get said. That's a reference to a thing Dave said when Terezi said she didn't know what parents were. Cultural differences, etc., etc. Can you bring me up to speed on this wild beast stalking me? What does Damek even have a crazy cat monster in his house? Well, it's not usually crazy. Your Lucis takes care of you, protects you from wild monsters, and also dying from, like, whatever, you know? I guess mine's not too good at that, since I'm still being crushed by heavy debris. Not really? Are they all, beasts? Oh, yeah, what else would they be? And they're always this rambunctious? I mean, it seems like it'd be pretty crazy if everyone in your family had their own rip-snorting monster. What's a family? It's some adults and their kids, or one adult and some kids, or some kids and their babysitter, and the conspicuous absence of a father who isn't garbage. Adults? Yeah, why? Adults live on your planet? Yeah, of course. Is that not where they live? For you? For your adults? Sorry, this is somehow the weirdest thing you've said yet. Once you come of age, you get sent off planet for your ordeals. And that's it? Nobody ever comes back? Ever? No exceptions. There are no adults on Alternia. I think that might be another wow, I'm an alien conversation better saved for when you're not pinned under a bunch of rocks. Probably. I'm gonna have to rest in a sec. Okay, well, I'm gonna focus on finding the hover pad. I'll let you know when I do. Thanks, Joey. I'm gonna focus on maintaining consciousness, I think. Good plan. Stay alive. Kid power. Oh, jeez, that was awful. Sorry, bye. Let's open this. This pizza must commit all sorts of pizza sins, seeing as the tastes and sensibilities of the human race were not considered during its creation. Perhaps completely unworthy of the name pizza. Are those teeth? You remind yourself not to have any birthdays here. The Crux. Wow. That's a really, really stupid name for a canned beverage. You take the Lucis milk, maybe this will calm the beast. Grub sauce, huh? You wonder if everyone on this planet eats nothing but bugs. Maybe it's just Damek. That would be worse somehow. Did he just hurl a handful of eggs into the fridge and leave it like that? Boys, you swear. That's such a boy dinner move. It's really gross. Maybe you could clean it. Yeah, you definitely traveled to a strange alien world to deep clean this guy's kitchen. That's how you live your life for sure. There's some dishes and they are dirty and they are 100% not your problem. Hey. Sephiroth says this is his, but it looks like Damek has other ideas. Oh well, Damek isn't here. Now you can help Sephiroth with it and help Sephiroth by returning it. Hey, I found the hover pad. Hover slit? Whatever it's called. I got it. I can come save you. Excellent. Although, I think I'm a little boxed in. Between the deer cat and this pile of guns and drums, I don't really have a clear path. Oh well, I'll figure it out. Oh, the Tetrarch made some pretty excessive modifications to my hover pad. That might be able to help. Yeah, this guy doesn't sound like he has a good sense of respect for boundaries or personal property. Oh, he hates it. Tetrarch Damick says the concept of private property is a vehicle for exploitation and the tool by which the high blood subjugate the low blood underclass. Well, I'm new here. I can't really comment, I guess. Anyway, it'll be back in your hands now, so problem solved. Okay, I'll give it a shot. Talk to you soon. This big messy pile of weapons and percussion instruments is really hampering your ability to use these stairs. Sheesh. Why do these all have the same dorky symbol on them, boys? You swear. Looks like Damick is pretty into guns. He resolved to be a little more cautious when solving his goofy paranoia puzzles. Also, if you ever, like, meet him in person. I don't know when that will happen. What's in here? Cabin's empty, kind of running theme today, and also most of your life. Wait. There's a bowl in the back. A clean bowl. Maybe Damick missed it too? That would explain why it's actually clean. Nice. Okay. Hey, there we go. Get that shit out of here. Oops. Well, I'm sure it's fine. Tetrarch Lucis is upset. He might have gotten... It might have gotten hurt. Got X? Oh, got 10. That's cute. Anyway, I did see a whole lot of blood smeared up to a huge hole in the floor. Oh no. Well, it was brown, so it's pretty old. I'm not sure what you mean. The Tetrarch is a bronze blood. So it's either Damick or his Lucis, and it's recent. Wait. Okay, you've been saying things about blood color a lot, but I'd been assuming it was metaphorical. Are you saying members of your species literally have different colors of blood? Yeah, I'm a rust blood. Bronze, rust, so it's a metals thing? No, it's by color. I'm actually a burgundy blood, but maybe this isn't the best time to talk about all this. Yeah, I'll be glad to tell you all about the blood on our planet when I'm not leaking so much of it on the ground. Wow, I really thought I'd be dead by now. Don't worry, I'm coming as soon as I figure out a way past this wild beast. Maybe I can give him a treat. I do have some pet treats. What's a pet? I think it would be a little weird if I described it to you, given the fact that you were, it sounds like, raised by one? Let's move on. Maybe I can sneak past him. Pretty unlikely. Wait, are you the kind of alien that is invisible and silent? No. Yeah, no chance then. Maybe I can outrun him. I'm surprised he's been chasing you. That's really not like him. Well, now that you mention it, he didn't exactly chase me. I think this might all be a misunderstanding. He's probably upset. With Damick missing and everything that happened before you got here. I mean, they can be kind of frustrating. Lucises, I mean. They mean well and they try to take care of you, but they don't always know what they're doing. And it's not always easy to understand them, you know? Yeah, I have someone like that. Oh? Yeah, my babysitter. You'd love her. Her name has an X in it. Well, okay. We have an upset beast on our hands. There's really only one thing to do. Yeah? Joey Clare, amateur veterinarian, is going pro. BRB. Okay. The deer cat seems to have calmed a little thanks to the milk, but you'll need to get them to seen it. You'll need to get them seen about, and you don't have the tools to do it. Better scout around a little. What are the pages? Let's see here. Oh, here we go. Its scientific name is apparently Cuspidated grimalkin. Cuspidated grimalkin is a chimerical union of predator and prey with the strengths of both long, retractable claws and razor-sharp teeth alongside a defensive crown of stabbing horns. The speed for lightning-quick dashes and the endurance to run entire nights without tiring. Proud and resplendent Cuspidated grimalkin prefer to bond with bronze-blooded wigglers in whom they sense a strong natural aptitude for leadership. Such aspirations in low bloods are grounds for culling, of course, and the primary cause of death for Cuspidated grimalkin is in the sense of defense, or is in the defense of their treasonous wards. Anecdotal accounts suggest that these Cuspidated grimalkin who manage to survive the death of their wards will typically seek out a similarly orphaned troll and attempt to bond with them, although the selection process is naturally rather mysterious due to its staggering illegality. Feels like a real aggro type situation is what they're setting up for. Several anatomical diagrams are included from these. You think you'll be able to treat the deer cat, which is what you're going to continue calling it for now. Cuspidated grimalkin is a bit of a mouthful. I need a way to treat it properly. It's gotta be band-aids or something somewhere, right? Where are the stairs at? Oh, they're there. Oh, there we go. Just think of all the possibilities for alien animal care held in this little kit. You kind of regretted not taking it, the one from your bedroom, but this more than makes up for that absurd blunder. Oh shit, that looks very painful. Aww, what a cutie. Aw, wow, what a cutie. Hey, that's what I said. But what's his name? You could ask Zephyros, you guess, but you feel like there's something between the two of you now. Something that merits a new one. Cornabuster, sure. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm suddenly pretty nervous about how I'm going to get over there. I keep seeing the shadows of huge, hulking things flying around outside. What? So close to what? Almost Cherno Buster? Oh shit. We'll pretend that's what I called it. Yeah, that crossing. Yeah, the crossing won't be easy. I'm sorry. Is it always this hard to get across the street? No, I mean not usually. Things got pretty intense. How do you mean? Somebody we were supposed to be meeting up with didn't show, or maybe they did and it went bad. I really don't know. Damek didn't tell me what was happening, and I screwed everything up. I know it. You should stay there. I don't want you to risk getting hurt because of me. You were gonna risk it for me. Yeah, that's true, I guess. No guessing necessary. I didn't realize then how brave you were being. Thank you. It means... it means a lot. But, no buts. Except yours, which I'm saving. Are you sure? Extremely. Oh! Well, we'll be there in a flash. Excellent. Wait, we? Oh, fuck. Let's go! Oh, clever. Hey, we're here. Oh, geez, is that you under the rubble? I mean, I assume it is. I hope so. Not that I want you to be getting crushed by that. Not that I want you to be getting crushed into rubble. I hope it didn't happen enough that I'd mistake you for someone else being crushed into rubble. No, it's me. I was lucky. Lucky? Left for dead, covered up but not hurt bad enough to actually die. Once you get cold, who got cold on sight, or snatched up to be cold later, probably in some sick high-blood spectacle. They weren't as lucky as me. This is what you're rebelling against, these drone things? No, I mean, not really. The heiress is in charge and the drones obey her. It's her birthright. So why is she doing this? I have no idea. Lowbloods get cold for anything and everything, or no reason at all. She doesn't have to have one. Or maybe our subgrub being on fire makes a really sick Sophie background. You serious? She sounds terrible. Yeah, no kidding. It's like the Tetrarch says. The slow, the soft, the unlucky, the troublemakers. Anyone who doesn't jump when the heiress snaps her webby little fingers. They get rounded up and slaved or slaughtered. Especially rustbloods, like me. This is terrible. Your neighborhood is on fire. You're buried under rubble. Like you said, this is why we're rebelling. This is so awful. Why hasn't someone already put a stop to this? My subgrub is full of lowbloods. We don't matter. So nobody who does matter cares. All this is taking out the garbage. It's always been this way. Nobody does anything about it, especially not gutterbloods. Like me. We're mostly good at lying down to die. But you're rebelling, right? So you are doing something. Oh, that's not me. That's the Tetrarch. Tetrarch Damek is different. He's amazing. I wish you could meet him. He always does things. Like he's in a movie where he's a star, you know? He put the whole thing together. The Rebel Network, the plan, all of it. But without him, we don't have a chance. He was the one everyone talked to, and now he's gone. He's gone, and I'm alone. And I'm slow and soft and stupid. I'm just a nothing little gutterblood nobody. No. What? This damn it guy. He sounds like he stinks. What? Okay, I'm sorry, but you talk about him constantly, and not a single word you said doesn't make him sound like an awful bully. No, it's not like that at all. He's just looking out for me. Open your eyes. Why do you think you're really saying these terrible things? It's not like I don't know where you're coming from. Sometimes my paw makes me feel just rotten. And I think, am I the reason he's never around? What's wrong with me that makes my own father not want to see me? But that's a load of garbage. The only person responsible for the terrible things he does is him. You don't understand. Me and the Tetrarch have been together since we were grubs. We were fated to be Moirails. You wouldn't get it because you're an alien. I need him. No, you don't. I may not know anything about the social customs of this crazy alien planet, but I know that a real friend would never stand by and let you think and say these things about yourself. I don't think you're nothing. In fact, I know you're not nothing. You've got plenty of your own bravery. Just because fighting back was his idea doesn't mean it didn't take courage to see it through. And you were going to risk everything to save me, an alien you've never even met. That's the bravest thing I've ever heard get tried. Do you really think so? Yeah. I believe in you, Zephyros. Wow, you remembered my name this time. Yes. That's because you made such a big impression on me, and we're such good friends, and I'd be really sad if you gave up and died here under these rocks. Oh man, that actually means a lot to me. I've never even dreamed that something like this could happen for someone like me. Zephyros, I'm gonna do my absolute best to raise your standard of friendship to the point where having your name remembered is not the nicest thing anyone has ever done for you. I'm not alone after all. I've got Joey Alien here to save me and tell me what to do. Well, no, we're in this together. Oh yeah, right. Thanks, Joey. Now, let's get you out of there and then figure out what's next. Are you sure you don't know anyone who can help us? I kind of don't even know what kind of help we need, but it seems we do. Well, I do know someone, but they don't exactly live nearby. It'll be a journey. Are you sure they'll help us? Oh yeah, she hates the heiress, and she's our biggest fan. It's good enough for me. Now hold still. I'm gonna get you out of there. Clear rubble. Got no chance of moving all that with just your bare hands. Time to bust out the hover pad, or maybe it was the hover sled. You can't quite remember. Here we go. I think this is the end. Hey. Can't leave him hanging like that, I know. Come on. Give him a high five. Okay, well, their hands touched. I'll take it. Oh my god. Nice. Uh-oh. That's probably not good. God damn. Hey there, Mina. A selfie with the burning city. Wow. How lovely. Hey, and that's it. That's Hiveswap Act 1. An achievement, but I don't know what it means. It just said I finished with power to spare. Maybe that means I beat it within a certain time frame. Anyway, there we go. That held up way better than I thought it. I'm gonna be honest. I was expecting to go into this and give it a lot of shit, but I might actually do Hiveswap Act 2 next 413. There's also Hiveswap Friend Sim, which I haven't actually played through. I only did a couple of them. I don't know how necessary it is for... Yeah, I think it was the same, like, there was so much hype around it that I think I kind of fell in with a lot of people expecting it to be, like, the greatest thing ever, basically. But, like, in reality, again, it's, like, it's pretty good, all things considered. It just, like, it was destined to feel like a failure when it came out because it had been hyped up so much. But, like, honestly, I dug it. I had a good time. It was very much overhyped by the fandom and the and Hussey and his crew as well. Did not help at all. And the fact that it had so much money poured into it. It doesn't feel like a game that had that much money poured into it, I will say, and that's kind of its own thing that I won't go into. But yeah. Yeah, I will keep an eye out on Homestart or Hiveswap Act 2 to go on sale. And I will make sure to get it before 4/13 of next year. So, yeah. Look forward to that, I guess. At some point, we'll also play... Maybe I'll do a thing so that... Like for June 12th. Or maybe not June 12th. Because I kind of want to do like a gay month for June. Where I only play games that are either have queer representation or that... Stuff like Metal Gear Solid and Kingdom Hearts, where it's like technically it doesn't have queer representation, but it's gay. You know. Stuff like that. I thought that'd be a fun thing for June. Speaking of which, the Paper Mario 1000-Year Door remake's coming out. I'm kind of curious how Vivian's gonna be done in the English version, because of the whole like, is Vivian trans thing? Because I don't know, in certain versions it leans really hard into that, and in certain languages it doesn't at all, actually, like English for instance. Apparently in Italian, I think it was, they like just straight up basically say that it's confirmed. Personally, I don't really have a stake in the argument either way, because based on what I've seen and the wording I've seen from the Japanese version, it sounds like you could kind of take it to be that, or you could take it to be like people calling Vivian a boy just as like a generic insult, you know? I don't know. I'm not gonna really make a state. I don't speak I feel like I've talked about this before. I don't speak Japanese well enough to give an opinion. Anyway, but yeah, that is one of the things I'm kind of curious about. But I'm not gonna be. Well, it comes out the 23rd, so I guess maybe we will be playing it in June. Because I'm gonna. I was gonna play the original, but I think I'm just gonna say fuck it and play it. 'Cause I will make an exception. I don't typically buy remakes, especially when they first drop. But I think I'm gonna make an exception for Metal Gear Delta and Thousand Year Door, because those are like two of my favorite games of all time. So I feel like if there's any game for me to buy the remake of and see how it is, it's gonna be like games like that. Like if Ocarina of Time got a full-on remake again, or Majora's Mask got a full-on remake again, or you know, new Deltarune drops or something like that, I probably would get it. So I don't know. Yeah, the thing with Metal Gear is like one of the things that worried me the most was like was solved when they said, "Oh, we're just gonna reuse like the voice lines and stuff from the original," because it's like, okay, cool. So we get David Hayter back and the original crew, so I don't have to worry too much about that. Um, so then it really just comes down to like it's clearly gonna look good because it's in the Fox engine or the well, okay, some characters are gonna look better than others. Some characters will look good in the new thing, some won't. Because I've seen like the patchy slot, and like I don't like the way Eva looks in it. So I'm hoping she looks better in Delta. But you know, I guess that's just something that comes with like changing graphics. Some characters look better, some characters look worse. Um yeah, so I'm gonna get that. Anyway, we're gonna I think it comes out May 23rd is when the Paper Mario remake drops. So we're gonna play that. And that will be our transition. Ha 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 ha. Transition. Anyway, into June and gay month. See nothing about the Delta. I mean, I haven't either, except for the trailer. And it, like, I know that it's in the Fox engine or whatever it's called. Which is what the patchy slot is in, and I watched Mint play the patchy slot. So, yeah. Anyway, yeah, so we'll play Paper Mario Thousand Year Door Remake when it comes out. And then for June, we're going to play gay games. Kind of sad Delta isn't, as far as I know, I don't even think Delta has like a release date yet. We weren't stuck in home due to these serpents. No, we got stuck in someone else's house and then we got out really fast actually. Anyway, yeah, so I might do Hiveswap Friend Sim. I'll do it October 25th maybe, because that's a Homestuck day, and then maybe we'll do Pester Quest 1111, and then that way we'll have played both of those games, and anything about them that might. I don't think Pester Quest is going to matter at all. I don't even think Hiveswap Friend Sim is going to be required playing, but I'd rather play just in case. So yeah, and then that way next 413 we can just jump right in to Hiveswap Act 2, because who knows when the next part's going to come out, because I think there's supposed to be 4 acts to Hiveswap, if I remember right. Anyway, so yeah. Let's see. Maybe we were the aliens all. I mean, it depends on your perspective, really. Okay, so tomorrow we're gonna play more Psychonauts. And then Monday we're gonna we're not gonna play Brawl, but we're gonna bet channel points on NPC matches in Smash Bros. Brawl. I have to get that set up too. I need to remember to do that. If for some reason I can't get Brawl set up properly, we'll do Melee, but I feel like I should be able to get Brawl set up. Anyway, and then Tuesday we're going to finish Psychonauts, and then we will start One Step from Eden next week, and yeah, that's about it. So yeah, thanks for coming out. We'll go raid Dawn, because I feel like I don't get to raid Dawn as much now that I stream early. So BPR, go follow my artiste. Here's my socials and the raid message. Let's change it up. Swapping. Wait. For what? Because I don't know. I feel like there's got to be a Homestuck thing I can do with this, because Pupa works. Running from calling drones. Here we go. Bam. On Pluffle? What the hell is Pluffle? Purple blood pupa coming through. I am not a purple blood. Thank you very much. I mean, if we go by my star sign, I'd be a lime blood. You can do whatever you want though. Anyway. Yep. Thanks for coming out. Have a good day, good night, whatever it is for you, and I'll see you next stream. Mwah.